You know, Mom always said, why not start off the stream incredibly lit? This seems like maybe there's a little bit of a problem with the lab. I hope not. You guys let me know. Let's go. Why start with Beat Saber? Because I never did that. Oh shit, 360. I forgot. Oh shit. This is bad. Don't start this way. I don't have my guardian. Where's my guardian? How to ruin your quest with zip. Shit. This is hard. Back. If it's not working, you tell me. Get a message through. M for message. I hope this is working. I love it. I have no visibility right now. I don't know Crab Rave. I don't know Beat Saber very well. Oh god. I have no idea where you guys are. There's this shit. Please, Guardian, save me. Oh, right, I can't hear anything because I'm in the back in headphones. Hit my desk anytime. I figured we just start this way.
Zintok5 says, empty message.
I've kind of mucked with things. Oh, because I'm cut off from chat, I can't. Everything will be fecked. Shit! Oh god. No more Beat Saber tonight. This is just the beginning. Shit, that's my desk. It's not good. Thank god this is only on hard. Can you imagine? Holy shit. Okay, I got a glimpse through the nose hole. I hope we're okay. Oh, fuck. Okay, Crab Rave. It's only hard, see? It's not bad at all. But I don't play Beat Saber like ever, so I figured we'd start off like that. How is everybody? How'd I do on mine? Actually, let's see what friends are around me. Who's around me? Hang on. Oh, there I am. I've beaten my wife. Excellent. That's all we ever wanted. Evening, everybody. Ah, the mic. Is the mic bad? Something's wrong? Something's wrong with the mic, huh? Crackly? Or distorted or something? It is possible. What does he say? Great, the message bot is offline now. Is it offline? Your mic is cracking hardcore. Oh, right. All right, 1 second. It might be... Huh. I know what that is. If it comes back, tell me. And I'll try to do something about it. Okay, next. Yeah, sorry about the crackling. It does happen on occasion and all that. So, Beat Sabering blocks. I will try to get Bell working here. Let's see if a message will work. I've swapped things around. Chat's in that corner now. I'm in this corner. Why did we do that? Because the chat corner doesn't take up as much screen real estate, and I'm in this corner more comfortably and I'm pointing at the scene. So I figured I'd give it a shot. Tonight, the plan is we're going to talk about the Quest 2. I'm just going to play a bunch of games until the battery goes flat.
The VR Vibe says, test 123.
There you go, that worked. I heard you. Nice and clear. It's so funny because at the start of every stream now, for some reason, like, do you ever have it where you train your body and then your body's like, you your body like is trying to tell you to do something. My body now tells me to drink water. Hey Andy. Oh, awesome. Andy, how's it going? Cheers, man. Oh, dude, I hear you guys are, I don't know if I can call it the big smoke. That's supposed to be New York, but you know what I'm talking about. It's all good. Did you ever find the big spider? Don't, can I go, please?
Jigger 68
Not now.
says, did you ever find that big spider?
Not now. Not now. Don't. The fucking, there was, I did find the big spider and I eradicated him. Took him out of his play space. Anyway, so I'll talk a little bit about streaming with, streaming on the Quest 2.
The VR Vibe says, water times him.
Woo, woo. I'm already sweating. That's one song on hard. That's embarrassing. Okay, I did a little bit over lunch. I did like 2 songs because my lunchtime is like 15 minutes. It's one of those like high pressure things, you know. But it is what it is. Hang on, let me kill that. I don't want the background music anymore. Oh God, not seen smokers in and around the mornings. Oh, very good. Well, I hope you 2 boys are doing well. Sumya, sorry about the bleeding thing, Sumya. The trouble I have actually, and someone said something about Scooby-Doo VR. Like, what's with that? The trouble I have with the mic transmitter that I have, I didn't buy it off Amazon. Should have been able to return it. It's got a defect in it, so it gets juggled in the wrong way, and that comes back. Tell me. Yeah, what we're going to do here tonight is just talk about the difference between the 2 models, right? Between the 64 and where the heck did my thing here go? Where are you? Hello?
The VR Vibe says, Zim, quickly give me a simple answer, 64 or 256, because my shopping is here.
Your shopping is here? My quick answer, if you're a gamer of any nature, here's the quick answer. This is the amount of games you can fit on 256. Or sorry, on 64. If you're going to buy more than that, here we go. Let's go. Installed. Yeah, just installed, basically. So here we go. So there's one. There's the
Chris
4.
Richardson says, go big or go home.
So 12 times 4. If you're going to have that many games, okay, then you really want to go for the 256. I think if you're going to be using the Quest 2 for 2 years, you're going to want the bigger one. 64 is pretty limited. And a lot of these things are not big. And then there's a bunch of pre-installed, you can't uninstall me apps from Oculus as well. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this, essentially. Because I definitely want to get out of Beat Saber. Forget Beat Saber.
Says, those are Quest 1 games though. Do you think textures will get larger for the Quest 2?
I absolutely believe that developers are going to be pushing
larger games. Don't forget recording stuff and saves.
Don't forget recording stuff and that. Yeah, so saves, a lot of games now are pushing cloud saves, which is cool, which means your saves aren't necessarily just restricted to the device.
The VR Vibe says,
that's good.
All right, okay, thanks, Zim. Have a good day.
Yeah, see ya. The quick answer for the quick dude. And that'll help some other people out. But I wanted to give you an idea of the size.
What's the purpose of Netflix on a VR device?
What's the purpose of Netflix on a VR device? Well, let me show you before we get into this. How about I go, if I don't answer it now, I won't be able to answer it, will I? I'm going to show you. Where is my favorite little... Oh, wow. I don't think I've ever looked at the Netflix couch. Hello, Netflix Lodge. Netflix. Okay, so, oh, I'm not signed in on the new device. Oops. Okay, this is the point of it, right? Void theater, and what you can do, you're not going to be able to see me. Well, I'm going to do a 2-shot thing. Shot 1. Okay? Like this, okay? I can lie down. It's comfortable on the back of the strap. It's actually like the Go strap. It's like really, really decent. And then if I show you the actual app, I know this is a stupid illustration. What you can do with the screen, come on. And you can put it there. You can make it bigger if you want. And you can lie in bed and you can watch your favorite films, not distracted by your mobile or your cell phone or whatever. Or your significant other, or your dog or your responsibilities. So that's really cool. Okay, right, let's get out of Netflix. So,
Josh Turkin says, I wonder if Oculus would ever consider paid cloud storage for games.
oh, paid cloud storage for games sounds like a nifty idea, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe they would. Doesn't immediately sound like a feature that they jump on immediately, but let's
Chris Richardson says,
see how it goes.
is that an option to turn off the gyros in Netflix?
Is there an option to turn off the gyros in Netflix? There is a travel mode. I'd have to check it again. Fuck it. We're going back to... Okay. Well, like, this is the whole point, right? The point of a live show is to answer the questions that you want answered, not necessarily what I want to tell you. So just keep asking, okay? Now, there is... See travel mode? That turns off. You see what I mean? If I move here, see how it brings in? Slowly. I'm not moving. Yeah? So what happens if you're on a plane and it goes... You know, or a bus or whatever, it'll move with you. That's travel mode, okay? And then you can get back to your living room. Here you are on your little couch. The only gripe I have with the Netflix app is this is it. This is your environment. There is not an alternative. This is all you're getting, okay? That's my only gripe, but otherwise it's good. By the way, if you're trying to speak to me or ask me a question in chat, put M for message in front of your message, and she'll read it out so I can get it. I do nose peek, so I do catch chat every so often. And there you go. CW says, Zim, did you ever finish the Dino Head with your kids? Not completely. I kind of abandoned it. It was a Game of Thrones dragon head. And my God, the amount of gluing pieces. There was like literally like 1,600 little tabs you had to glue together. I almost finished it in like 6 hours, and then I said, it's gonna take me another 2 hours. It's not worth my time. Let's shunt it into the attic. And over the summer, the glue has kind of fallen apart, and I think it's going to meet a dire end, unfortunately. So, third time into storage, provided no one asks me an interrupting question, we are going to go ahead and run through this. Now, what I wanted to show you was, look at the system files. System files are taking up about 12 gigabytes out of your 64. Okay? So that's that. Full useful size is about 40 gig. And then you can see here, unknown sources, I've got 5 gig. So 45 to 47 gig is kind of what you can expect for your files if you're getting a 64 gigabyte Quest. There you go. Robo Recall by itself is 3.5. And as I said, I mean, we could count this to count all the apps that I've got installed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. So about 40 apps fills up your Quest at an average size of about 500 meg.
Saints and Sinners was 12 gig.
Yeah. Saints and Sinners is 12 gig. But just remember...
Waypoint says, The Walking Dead is just a demo as well, right?
The Walking... What was that? Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, this one?
Figure 68 says,
that's the demo.
Can Zim count to 100 LOL?
That's the demo. I think the main one is actually a lot bigger. So just bear in mind that at 3 each, you're getting, you're getting like... Hang on, did I miscount? If I miscounted, you got to let me know, okay? That's just the way it is. Some of you were asking me for Robo Recall's demonstration of the fixed foveated rendering gone. I've also upped the bitrate, by the way, so things should look better.
How many of those do you actually play?
How many? So I installed all the apps on here that I wanted to check out in Quest 2. That's essentially it. This headset is not for me. This headset's actually for my wife. I'm going to be giving this to my wife. So I'm not going to spend too much time customizing it to what I want. But again, I tend to kind of chop and change between apps. The other thing that I would mention is I do SideQuest a fair bit, although I haven't done a lot. So I've got a couple of things in here. This is the 5 gigs, essentially, that we have. Okay, so there's a bunch of stuff. Like for example, if you have a Quest and you haven't gone for it, this game, Ancient Dungeon VR Beta, is amazing. It's so cool. It's like one of my favorite indie projects in the last 1 year. I'll just show it to you very, very quickly because I think it's something you want to see. And then I'm just going to hammer through a bunch of other things. A little bit later on, I'll talk about the streaming and how that actually works. But this is like...
Chris Richardson says, Walking Dead will get bigger after launch.
Oh, this is a new intro.
The update will make it 12 GB.
12 GB. Thank you, Chris. Because it was like, what was it, 30 gig? If I remember correctly. All right, so you talk to this old man. You're like, yo, what's up? If I were you, I would turn back. There may be treasure in those dungeons. All that kind of stuff. And then you head down the treasure hole and you start the game.
CWDNHM says, Zim, your shirt is bloody cool.
You like my shirt? Thanks. I mean, it's just a cycling jersey. But when the company called Zimstern stopped making Zim gear, because they don't do a lot with the Zim brand outwardly on there, which is like it's a German brand, and it's really cool. This is awesome because you can like cut down the actual vines and stuff. I absolutely love this game.
Did you try Virtual Desktop? How does it look like?
Virtual Desktop is quite good, yeah. Now the feeling of this game is great. I might get lost in this now, but this is by a guy called Eric, German fella, who's been making this game. And I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite little indie titles. And it looks really good. Ah, feck it. What was that? Whoosh! Shit. Feck you. All right. What was that? Oh, this guy's trying to shoot me. I gotta try and... Can I pick that up? No. Kill the plant.
Andy Ross says, Dragon said he thought he was getting flashbacks from war effects on screen.
Shit!
Cool
Feck!
shirt.
I'm getting...
Virtual Waypoint says, you have a throwing knife.
I forgot I have a throwing knife. Where is the... There's a way, isn't there? It's in here somewhere. Upgrades found. So you just keep going. I'm not going to spend a lot of time in this. I just wanted to show it basically. But like as these games go, there we go. I got a sharper knife from that. It's really neat. I really, really like it. So yeah, Ancient Dungeon. I love it. There's all kinds of bad guys you come across as well as you're playing. It gets very interesting. I will not spoil it for any...
Says,
Shit.
Been playing every update.
Shit!
Really
Fuck.
coming along. Travia says, are the grip buttons easier on the middle fingers?
The grip buttons are super light. Super, super light. They're like spongy light. I like them a lot. I have a problem with my Y button. It makes like a spring noise. So there is that. I think I just had a small defect in the version that Oculus sent me, but as far as I know, this is the final production build, and I think I just got unlucky. It's not a big issue, it just makes a small noise. I don't notice it when I'm playing.
Chris Richardson says, did you enjoy the Star Wars multiplayer?
Star Wars multiplayer and Squadrons, you mean? Man. Or do you mean, will the game have legs? Star Wars, hell yes. I mean, absolutely. Star Wars Squadrons. I wish I could spend a month. I have like a bunch of things right now stacked up, and that's why you haven't seen me do more with the Quest, although I've got it in my hands for the last 4 days. And I'm just like, even today, I just like don't have time.
Yep, Squadrons.
Yeah, Squadrons is fantastic. There's some major bugs right now, but what's there is the core game is really fantastic. I'm absolutely going to be playing it more, and it's why in my scene you can see I haven't moved my HOTAS. It's still here, and if you can see it, there's like literally like a metric ton of blue tack holding these guys down. So if you're ever looking for, you know, a way to keep your controllers fixed, blue tack by Bostic, that stuff is the biz. Okay. So with that, let's go ahead and try a few things. All right, so I think there was one thing here actually that I wanted to try. I didn't know what this Ghosts in the Machine was. We'll do that. It's because I like featuring indie stuff first. And there was one other thing that I wanted to show you. I was planning to do a video on it, and I think I still will.
Odin the Odious says, I use double-sided sticky Velcro.
Yeah, the sticky Velcro is fine, but you can't take it off of the surface as easily. This scene looks really pretty. Wow, this looks cool. And we'll try some fast stuff later. Like, I just want to see how it deals with the new thing. Humanity has been hacked.
Odin the Odious says, true.
I've never done this before, by the way. This is brand new. I always like doing some new stuff. Keep things interesting. Oh, I think I'm supposed to press the trigger. Oops. If the game volume needs to go up a touch, let me know. I'm still learning. But this headset is definitely louder. It's better. Even if you just use the pipe speakers for Beat Saber, you don't have to max it out anymore. It's a louder headset. You can see where I am volume-wise, and I think we're fine. We're comfortable.
Onakar says, throwing knife was the left trigger to move it to your hand.
Thanks, Ani. Appreciate it. We've surrendered our sensors. This is so cool. All right. I think this is... this is a comic book, I think? Our thoughts and feelings. The quality of this, I hope you're getting it. It looks amazing. This is like substantially better than that that horror game that was made by, I think it was funded by Oculus. What was that called? Bollocks, can't remember. Look at that, that's so sweet. Our fate. Whoever did this is amazing. It's really neat.
Marshall Sharp says, lies beneath.
We did it out of fear. We created her to save us from ourselves. And now, we're being hacked by our own savior. This is, yeah, I really hope you're getting the vibe here, because this is amazing. All the little, movements and stuff that they've built in. All the little flickering lights. Super high fidelity. This headset just, stunning. It's so different to Quest. It's so different to Quest. Look at this. It, or maybe that's IT, has corrupted our very desires and drives, manipulated who we are. It robbed us of our freedom under the guise of care. Why do I feel that this is a little bit meta right now? The fact that I'm wearing Facebook's new data collector. A little bit meta. A little scary here. Okay, I'm just enjoying myself, and I'm just going to keep enjoying myself. But some of us see the truth. Always in a dark
Chris
cloak.
Richardson says, did you get these from SideQuest?
I got this from SideQuest, yeah. Just the name again? Ghosts in the Machine, just so you know what it is. This perversion of humanity. This usurping of control. That's a cool backpack. I want that. Some of us are hacking back. What? Hacking back? Is that blood? What the hell? This is neat. They're actually having me look down. Like I'm looking down through a porthole and I don't know. It's neat though. Really reminds me of Republique. That super dystopian universe. We are the ghosts. Man, oh my god, I can duck down and get different perspectives slightly.
Arcanian VR says, I think he needs a doctor.
Wow. I think he needs a doctor? He's bleeding out, man. He's bleeding out. Oh, ho, ho. Whoa, this is impressive. Whoa. And Big Sis will pay for what she's done. Holy cow. I don't think this could be more perfectly presented. This is artistically on the spot. Wowee. I was just like, I downloaded this at a glimpse. I didn't know it was going to be this good. Wow, incredible. Straight away, 5 out of 5 just for that bit. Ghosts in the machine. God. Wow, that's so cool. It's supposed to be like a heart. The transparencies, everything.
Odin the Odious says, it reminds me of Akira.
Oh. Created by One Hamza. Oh, I like One Hamza's stuff. Music is good too. Thanks for watching. Sweet. Okay, that I want the entire thing, and I want that to be a thing that like
VR
I can
says,
watch.
is this full 3D or 2D parallax?
It's it didn't just feel like 2D parallax. It felt like I could see the depth, like that spire that we were just looking at really felt like far off away from me, and it was amazing. All right, I'm gonna come back to some of this stuff. I gotta say though, cosmic flow like this thing here, I'm just gonna show you because remember, I'm broadcasting directly from the headset. There might be some artifacting because of the speed of the scene. In terms of the transmission, there might be some compression to the PC because I'm wirelessly capturing. But I wanted to show you some of these things that are just like super duper zen. Cosmic flow I've played before, but not like this. Like there's a...
Odin the Odious says, cosmic flow is very bonny.
Like you're not going to catch it, of course, because you're looking at a 2D screen, right? But because of where the panel's gotten to, in terms of its fidelity and its resolution, the volumetric immersion is like 3 times what it was on Quest. That's the way I feel about it. This felt kind of flat to me when I tried it on Quest. Like it felt like it had layers, but now it feels like I'm in an aquarium with like these breathing colors just expanding around me, and it's like, holy shit. Now this is a free experience, by the way. You can get this even on Steam VR.
Odin the Odious says, stream ayahuasca from your PC and freak everyone out.
Ayahuasca would be amazing. I love ayahuasca, the sounds, man. The sounds in ayahuasca are great. That's like the closest you can get to a drug trip, by the way. If you haven't done ayahuasca, and I do say done ayahuasca, you should. All right, I'll be quiet for 30 seconds, and then we'll quit. Let's ascend. That's enough ascension. All right. We've hugged too many trees now. Let's get on with the straightforward stuff. Okay.
Aaron Palmer Out says, I am so looking forward to getting a true tool VR experience, by the way.
Oh, I bet, man. I bet. Have you tried a very high bitrate, 8K virtual reality media? Point me to it. I haven't yet, but it's coming. It's coming very soon. On what, the 6th? Tomorrow? The David Attenborough thing drops. So Oculus TV has something coming. Let's see if it has any of it shown. What do we got? What is that? Gemu. I mean, some of this stuff you can try, but like I don't think any of it's 8K. Let me see. And then you've got your own stuff. I don't know if someone was able. I always like when I see somebody in fishnet stuff, it's like, yeah, you don't. Maybe, I mean, I got to try some of this stuff because their things were really good.
Their bitrate is low though. Carmack said they need to make it much higher for streaming.
Yeah. But I think the bitrate thing that they're talking about is with Oculus Link, right? I'm not using Oculus Link. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so what should we try? I'm kind of tempted to try the line. I haven't done that yet, but I want to do something fast just to compare first. Let's try Rez Infinite. This is something that I've got early access to, and I haven't played this in ages. Bum, 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 bum.
Chris Richardson says, what are you using?
I'll go a little bit into this later. I'm using screen copy, and I have been since the beginning of my Oculus Go streams.
Jigga68 says, that reminded me of kaleidoscope toy thing when I was a kid in the 70s.
Yeah, the kaleidoscope toys, those are fun. Those are really fun. That was like an early immersion. Like what immersed you as a kid? Books, maybe. Whoa, okay. For a second there I thought, see, wait, what are we playing? What is this? What did I click on? Oh, Rez. Yeah, Rez Infinite. I'm like, what are we looking at naked women for? I'm always scared because I don't go into this stuff first. You never know if it's just going to be like naked chick. And it's like, just touch me, Zim. Please. Please touch me. Oh my God. Right. I will mention though that I could not figure out how to get SLR, which is an adult app, on SideQuest onto this headset. Couldn't figure it out. Couldn't find it listed or whatever. I have it on the Go. I have it on the Quest, but I don't have it on here. I don't know how to get it on it because I was going to report back and say, hey, better, worse, whatever. But anyway, let's do Rez for now. I don't actually jump to how to play. I'm going to have to learn how to play because I'm not a Rez person, and Rez is not generally my thing. I should have had the sub pack on for this. But maybe we'll come... Oh, shit, I should have read this. Feck it. Feck it. We'll fire at them. We'll just pretend... What is this? Network openings, overdrive, lock on laser story. Can I back out?
Chris Richardson says, I think they got rid of it.
Play.
You'd need to find the app yourself.
What is this? Yeah, I was trying to get to the APK. Let's see. Well, I would probably just pull the APK off my other headset and bring it onto the other one, right? That would work. What is this? Choose a subsystem. I don't know how this works. I don't know what I'm doing. Area 1, play. Okay.
Eric Hartley says, go to settings and enable trigger.
Oh. Oh, enable trigger? Yeah, good call. Where are we? Control type, trigger equals shoot. Why wouldn't they do that? Why wouldn't they do that? Eric, you are the perfect person. I was just thinking of you, man. I'm like, I hope Eric's here. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Eric's awesome. He covers all this kind of stuff. Actually, there aren't that many people who do like indie stuff or some of the less well-known content, but Eric's your man for that kind of stuff too. Okay. I feel like... Uh-oh. Okay, so I'm flying, and I don't have any control over that. This is weird. Like, I know some people are fans of this, but it's kind of bizarre.
Odin the Odious says, it's a little bit like Audica.
We should definitely do Audica. Oh my God. Anyway, I started off with Beat Saber, so like I'm not expecting. This is okay. I'm gonna give it like 5 minutes, and then I'm bailing on this.
Is much better in VR.
Ah! Shooting. See, I'm not really sure. It's just like colorful. It's weird because you just like string up shots and then you're meant to make it like make sounds and things, but
Chris
right now,
Richardson says,
are you hearing this?
It's old school music RYTHMN. Lil Whisk says, so the 64 GB fine or is storage needed?
We were just covering the
Chris
storage. I'll
Richardson
revisit it
says,
in a minute.
It gets better the longer you go.
I figured some people would miss the start, so we'll go back to storage for a little bit. What the heck? So it's like building a track. It's weird because like straight out the gates, it doesn't feel like music. But I guess it's building it slowly and you're kind of getting used to it. All you're kind of doing is like you feel like a composer. I don't know, like, and you're supposed to be getting score for this, I guess?
Elin Kara says, it looks awkward.
It feels awkward. Like, I wouldn't buy the game. You know what I mean? I've played this on PC, was it?
Odin the Odious says, kind of like Thumper a bit too.
But I figured I'd try it.
Onakar says, Joy Division, take me away.
Subpack is needed for this, though. And I don't have that. That's a sin. Cardinal sin. I'm trying to keep my head steady, just so you get the flavor of the visuals and stuff. It's confusing as it is anyway. It's a lot of stuff happening. Like, it reminds me of, oh, what's that guy's name? Jeff Minter. Jeff Minter does a bunch of stuff, kind of like this. I'm trying to remember the title he did for PlayStation. Has a bunch of bowls and stuff in it. It's weird.
Chris Richardson says, boss fights are cool when you reach them.
Yeah, the game really does build. I know that because I've played it for like, I don't know, 2 hours or something. Not on this, but I've played it before. This release does look pretty nice and sharp.
Eric says, Polybius.
I almost heard that. Sorry. I'll check it in a second. I'm trying not to die to massive bullets. This is weird. Anyway, I think I've probably had my fill of this now, so look, I'll just come out. But that is what it is. So that's Rez. Yeah. That's Rez. Let's hang for a second. I'll just... we can talk for a quick sec. Polybius. Yeah, Polybius. Thanks. Cheers, cheers, cheers. That was it. I thought Rez was supposed to be good. A lot of people like Rez. A lot of people like Rez. I'm not necessarily a big fan of Rez. I like Audica, Beat Saber. Although, at times, I think Beat Saber is like... Once you've been through Beat Saber heavily for a year or whatever, I don't know. I mean, it's a classic. Audica, I think, is really sexy. We're going to do that next. What else? Synth Riders is amazing. Best multiplayer music experience. That's really good. I'm going to check out Red Matter, yeah, because I was asked last time. Basically, just ask me for things that you want, and I'm going to do them, and as long as we got battery, I'll keep switching. I'm not going to spend an over amount of time in any given app. We currently have 70% left, but I'm going to go until the battery's flat. Okay? And then we're going to end the show. So, one quick thing on storage, just because we got that question, and I want to answer it for the person who was asking. You get about 40 apps in. Be aware that the system eats about 12 gig. Okay, I've got 5 gig from unknown sources, so SideQuest, and 42 gig from applications. We had a quick rundown of all of the apps that I have installed. Here's the bigger ones. As we heard, this is the Walking Dead Saints and Sinners demo, and apparently the bigger one is going to be 12 gig. So, and that's a fantastic game. That's good. Yeah. I'm talking about the PC version.
Rubable says, screen not showing.
Oh shit. Let's do that again. Sorry about that, people. All right. Yeah, this happens when I try to transition too fast. So there you go. Applications on storage, 42.52 gigabytes, 5 gig for unknown sources, 12 gig for system. Here's an example of the top size apps. Remember, these were like Quest apps. This guy is just a demo, so that's big for a demo. And we hear that's going to be 12 gig. That's what some of the chat people were saying when the full game is released. So Some of the other big ones, the climb. You'd probably expected the climb to be bigger, but it's not too bad. Red Matter's 1.4 gig, Solaris 1.4, you know, and we did this before. We went through these before. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that for now. Let's go into the next game. I did say I wanted to try Audica. Did I install it is the question. And I wanted to try until you fall. Audica, maybe? Maybe? Audica. There we go. Excellent. Yeah. Let's demonetize this video, shall we? Star Trek Bridge Crew is still a great co-op game. Contractors is around 4 gig. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate it. Jordan, how's it going? Yep. What's the Anne Frank game all about? I've never done it, but it's meant to be pretty heavy.
What's the Anne Frank game all about?
It's not a new thing. It's actually been out for quite a while. I just never got around to playing it. It's one of those ones that, I mean, it's about Anne Frank's journal from like the time of the Holocaust in World War II. That's all I know about Anne Frank, actually. I think she wrote a diary. I don't think she survived. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's so it's a pretty nasty heart wrencher. Right. So can we throw? Throw. How do I throw? You don't kill anything? Well. Okay, that's not very loud. Let me jack that up.
Chris Richardson says, it's actually a tour of the house and crawl spaces Anne Frank lived in.
The crawl spaces? Oh wow, okay. So maybe I should go in for that. Don't need custom colors, don't need that. Played this before. If you struggle with gameplay, I know, we know this. Now, what is the one that I like? There's a game, there's a title in here that I really like. Gold Dust! Alright, let's see if it's any good. This is all aliased. Maybe you can see it. See all the circles are aliased there? The text is a little blurred. It's not bad. How are we doing? The thing is, I think, when I'm not wearing a sub pack, everything seems like...
Chris Richardson says, you can visit the place IRL in Amsterdam.
Oh wow, you can visit it in Amsterdam? Okay. Yeah, crawl spaces and stuff.
It's like
Oh.
You see me matching up your airways. I know you can't get it up on my sound. It's like
This is a fun song. I don't know how you get good points. I'm just gonna do one song. You can tell it's different from the PC, but again, a lot of these apps are waiting for upgrades. Oh. You really have to be like precise with this. It's fun. I like my Audica. That was pretty loud. Oh my. Beat Saber with guns. And it's super, you have to be super accurate. Like, Beat Saber has like loads of give, and this is like, to be like pinpoint accurate. You have to learn how to shoot like proper. What we got there? There's friends. Hang on, how we doing? Where are we? It doesn't matter. Take that reality check. That's right, Caleb. Who's on top of me? Yeah, that's it, Eminus. Mr. Eric Hartley. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be back another night. Not playing Audica. All right, that's Audica. Let's. You guys really want to try it? Let's do it. Let's do this experience. And Frank, I've never done it before. It's overdue. Let's actually do this. I will give this time. Your wife's better. Let's be real. She is way better, Eileen.
Mizifa says,
way better.
I'm cursed with msjs tonight. Either someone just does AM before me or it's drowned out.
Sorry, Mize. Well, that one got through, so it's okay. Oh God, why do I feel like this is going to be feckin' heavy? Anyway, let's go.
Chris Richardson says, I think I saw my sister above you on that
June,
list.
1929, Anne Frank is born in Frankfurt, Germany. She is the second child of Jewish parents, Otto and Edith Frank. Her older sister is called Margot. In 1933, when Anne is 3 years old, Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party rise to power in Germany. The Nazis, building on existing anti-Jewish sentiments, blame the Jews for many of Germany's problems.
Arcadian VR says, does link on the Quest 2 work with USB 2?
Citizens.
It's so funny because in your head you imagine like this like powerful force of oppressing people.
Many German Jews decide to leave Germany and seek refuge elsewhere. The Frank family moves to Amsterdam, the Dutch capital, where Otto Frank establishes his own business. The family settles in, leading a normal life for a number of years.
Jeez, you forget they had live video back then. Of course, not everyone had a video camera.
In May 1940, shortly after the start of the Second World War, Nazi Germany invades the Netherlands.
You can play Quest with a cable.
Regime and starts isolating the Jewish population. In 1941, the situation worsens as the Nazis start to carry out raids,
Anna Frank's
arresting
also
Jewish
a believer
men and transporting them to concentration camps in Nazi Germany. In July of
Chris Richardson says, history
received a
repeats.
call-up notice to go and work
In the
Nazi
US,
Germany,
protesters are
Otto
being
and Edith
targeted
Frank
by
decide
those
to
in
take
power.
action. Having already prepared a hiding place in an empty part of Otto Frank's company building, they hurriedly move their family into this secret annex and go into hiding.
Huh. Secret annex. So wait, I'm confused. Is it the attic? The basement?
Here, the Frank family is soon joined by 4 other Jewish people. Otto's co-worker Hermann von Pels, his wife August, and their son Peter, and one of Otto's friends, Fritz Pfeffer.
That's like a history lesson. Really well done. Like they've done it subtly, but all this kind of like depth.
It is this group of 8 people that will live together in the small annex for more than 2 years, sharing the burden of living and hiding with the constant
Chris
fear of being
Richardson
discovered.
says, it's the attic.
All this time, they are cared for by 6 helpers, trusted employees of Otto Frank, who supply them with food and other necessities.
Oh my God.
During this period, Anne, then a young teenager, keeps a diary, writing about her feelings and experiences in the annex, about the events taking place in their secret hiding place, its entrance hidden behind a revolving bookcase.
I forgot there was going to be a
Richardson
VR
says,
part of this.
You can actually check out the space yourself in the tour side.
Whoa. Wow, that's a steep bloody staircase. So it's point and click to move?
Countless friends and acquaintances are on their way to a horrible destination. Night after night, the green or gray military vehicles drive by, ring every bell to ask if Jews live there. If so, the whole family has to go along right away. If not, they move on. No one can escape their fate unless they go into hiding.
Think of how God.
Robo says, that's VR Oasis Play Space.
Our hiding place has now become a true hiding place. Mr. Kugler, you see, thought it would be better to place a cupboard in front of our door. But then, of course, a cupboard on hinges that can open like a door. Now, when we want to go downstairs, we have to duck first, then jump. After 3 days, we were all walking around with bumps on our foreheads, because everyone kept banging their heads against the low doorway. Peter then made the door frame as soft as possible by nailing to it a cloth full of wood shavings. We'll see if it helps.
I have clogs. This is like we've taken a stream that had like this is definitely me by design, I know, but wait, hang on. Oh, so you came in here and it's a secret annex. Oh.
Straight across from the door, a steep set of stairs. To the left, a little hallway and a room, which is to be the Frank family's living room and bedroom.
Chris Richardson says, she's spookily cheerful.
Yeah, the cheery voice, I don't know.
Of course, we are never allowed to look out the window or go outside. During the day, we always have to walk quietly and speak softly. The people in the warehouse mustn't hear us.
Odin the Odious says, Zim, completed it.
You completed Star Wars?
Aileen Kara says, you tour her home is the experience.
It weighs on me more heavily than I can say that we can never go out, and I'm terribly afraid that we will be caught and executed. That, of course, is not a very pleasant prospect. We always look forward to those Saturdays, because that's when
Chris
the books
Richardson
arrive.
says, they
Normal
are
people
talking
don't
about
know how
notes
much
on
books
blindness
mean
Zim.
to someone who is locked up. Reading, studying, and the radio are our only distractions.
No VR, that's for sure. I feel like if you were cooped up and you had, like, VR would really help. Oh, what is this? This is clearly...
It's terrible being sick in here. Whenever I had to cough, I would crawl down deeper under the blankets and try to quieten my throat as gently as possible. But enough about being sick now. I'm feeling dandy again. I've grown half an inch, put on 2 pounds, pale and eager to learn.
Troy says, room scale would be kind of weak in there. Too crowded.
Our little room, with its stern walls, was very bare until now, thanks to Father, who had brought my whole collection of picture postcards and movie stars here beforehand. I have been able to treat the walls with a pot of glue and a brush, and so turn the entire room into one big picture.
Huh. It's so funny, because, like... I know you think these spaces are tiny. They're bigger than my stream space.
Writing lets me get rid of it all. My sorrow disappears, my courage is revived. But, and that's the main question, will I ever be able to write something great? Will I ever be a journalist and a writer?
Chris Richardson says,
I do so hope
this
I
tour.
will, because
Getting
writing
my
lets me
fat ass
register
around was
everything.
difficult.
My thoughts, my ideals, and my fantasies.
What is this? Is it a yarn wheel or something? I don't know what that is. Someone older than me and wiser than me needs to tell me. So we're currently looking at the Anne Frank experience. I'm doing a whole bunch of different things. I am going to give this the time of day because I won't probably end up playing this twice. It's just really interesting. I always imagined that they had like a tiny space, like they were living in the walls type of thing, but this seems doable, you know? Well, what's going on? Oh, they want me to...
As of yesterday, I have found something new. For instance, using a good pair of binoculars to spy on the lighted rooms of the people who live behind us. During the day, we are not allowed to open the curtains even an inch, but when it's so dark, there can be no harm in it.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even think about it, but you'd be able to open the door and then just...
Odin the Odious says, I think she ended up in a much smaller space.
Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. Now, can I reach
Odin
this?
the Odious says, in the loft
My
somewhere.
hopes are fixed on the time that will come after the war. I would love to go to Paris for a year and London for a year to learn the language and study art history.
It's a good experience so far.
I feel bad for lying in a warm bed, while my dearest friends are
Rubble
out
says,
there somewhere,
this would be great as
thrown
an
or fallen to the
auxiliary
ground.
experience right
I
after
even
reading
become
on
afraid myself when I think about all those to whom I have always felt so close, and who are now in the hands of the
it.
cruelest
Chris
brutes
Richardson
who
says,
ever existed.
you've got to understand
And that
her
only
entire
because they are
family was
Jews.
cooped up in there.
She seems like incredibly level-headed. If these are her exact words, which I imagine they are.
Margot and Mother are on pins and needles. Shh, Father. Quiet, Otto. Shh. It's 8:30. Come here now. You can't run the water anymore. Walk quietly. These are the various cries that go out to Father in the bathroom.
Chris
At the stroke
Richardson
of
says,
8:30,
it's all
he
from her
must be
diary.
in the room. Not a drop of water, no walking, everything quiet. When there's no one in the office downstairs, everything sounds so much
Aileen
louder
Cara
in the
says,
storeroom.
I find it interesting to see and hear things of what other people thought in other times.
Yeah.
I have changed, and very thoroughly too. Totally and in every way. My opinions, outlook, judgment, appearance, inner life, everything has changed, and I am pleased to say, because it's true, for the better.
It's just really, it's really interesting how they've mapped all of this out, and you actually get a feeling for it. I mean, I do recognize that it was a whole family living in this place, but it's amazing that they had this kind of tack on to a warehouse. What a smart place to hide. So that's it. Look at that little place. Like that's awesome. But then you go upstairs.
If one climbs the stairs and opens the door at the top, one is amazed to find such a large, light and spacious room in such an old canal house. The kitchen, in other words, and also the bedroom of Mr. and Mrs. Van Pels, the common living room, dining room and study.
Wow, so they had like a whole frigging flat, basically. But again, who would think to check it?
That difference, that huge difference, is always there.
Whoa.
One day we're laughing about the ridiculous side of being in hiding, but the next day, and for many days after that, we are afraid. You can see the fear, tension, and despair on our faces.
Yeah, no kidding. Are they playing Monopoly? What is that? What's that called? Het Beurspel. It does. It looks like... It almost looks like Monopoly. Like the equivalent. I mean, so they've got people feeding them food. They've got the warehouse.
This is the BBC Home Service. Here is a special bulletin.
This is the day. The English radio said
The
at
day
12
has
o'clock.
come.
And
This
rightly
morning, the
so,
Allies
this
began the
is
assault
the
on the
day.
northwestern face
The
of
invasion
the
has
Soviet
begun. The annex
Those
in an
initial news
uproar.
came just after
Could it really be
9:30
that the long-awaited liberation is on its way?
Position report
the liberation about which we've talked so much, but that is still too lovely, too fabulous to ever come true. Could this year, this 1944, grant us victory? We don't know yet either, but the hope that springs eternal makes us brave, gives us renewed strength.
Kevin, thanks for joining. I heard the little tinkle bell. We'll do this for like another 10 minutes or so and then hop on to the next thing. We're just checking out a bunch of Quest games, covered off storage. Generally, my conclusion is if you're wanting to install
Simply Chris says, hey Zim.
30 to
Hope all
40
is well.
things. All's good. Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much for your help the other day, man. That was awesome.
During the 21 months we've been here, we have gone through quite a
Such a
number
cool dude.
of food periods. By food periods, I mean periods during which one gets nothing else to eat but a certain dish or certain vegetables. It is not nice at all to have to eat sauerkraut, for example, every day at lunch and at dinner again. But when you're hungry, there are lots of things you put up with.
Did you say sauerkraut? Wait, what did she say? I thought it was... Yeah, sauerkraut? Okay. This is really interesting. And this came out a while ago, but it's pretty well detailed. Again, none of this is made for Quest 2, but again, the screen is so nice. And the nicest thing, some of you have watched this stream before and you've seen like a screen tear. So hopefully now
When you
things
knock
look
on his
really
door
good for you as well.
early in the evening and hear someone quietly call out, "Yes, yes," then you can be sure that when you open the door, you will find him peeking out at you from between 2 steps of the stairs to the loft, and that he will usually continue with a rather welcoming "so." His little room is, well, what is it really? I think a sort of landing on the way to the loft. Very small, very dark and very humid. But he has made it into a real bedroom.
Is that a bicycle?
N0 Colonel W0LF says, we can learn from her courage given our struggles with restricted freedoms in the pandemic.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you've seen it in like so many places where people have... What is that? Oh, I guess that's
Troy
just a
says,
dresser.
she's gotta put drop bars on that bike. Odin the Odious says, the Dutch love their bikes.
Drop bars? Is drop bars the pegs that stand out like side and side? I don't actually know. They do love their bikes, and that looks like a Dutch bike.
Whenever I went upstairs to Peter's room by daylight, I always found the atmosphere very cheerful. I watched for an opportunity to remain in the room unnoticed and to get him talking, and yesterday that opportunity arose. Peter, by the way, has suddenly developed a mania for crossword puzzles and does nothing else these days. I helped him with it, and soon we were sitting across from each other at his table, he in the chair, me on the divan.
Troy says, it's the vertical bars they use in competition.
Oh, it's the vertical bars. Oh, right. So like racing bikes. That's what you mean. Okay. I do know about those.
Do you really think that father and mother would approve of me sitting on a divan with a boy, kissing? A boy of 17 and a half and a girl of almost 15? I don't really think so. But I have to rely on myself in this case. It's so peaceful and safe to lie in his arms and to dream. It is so exciting to feel his cheek against mine.
Matthew
It's
Lake
so lovely
says,
to know
there's
that
not
someone is
much
waiting
left
for
of this
me.
experience, about 10 minutes.
Oh, that's good then. So you're basically saying, Matt, just stick it out. I will do. Thanks.
I've reached the point where it doesn't matter
Wolfgang
much
says,
anymore whether
how
I
old
die
was she
or
at
whether
that
I live
time?
on. The world will go on spinning without me.
15,
I can't do
Wolfgang.
anything to change events anyway. I let it come and do nothing but study, and hope that things will turn out well.
The only thing I kind of wish is that when you got into the room, it would actually just allow you, you know what I mean? Like allow you to see the lighting. Because they darken it, they dim it when you go in. It's clothes pegs. So I guess that's for hanging laundry. You put it at the top because it's the hottest part of the house, I suppose, because heat rises. Then they store some food up here.
Satomi I says, I'm
Potatoes.
gonna build a new PC this week so I can play PC VR
I go
finally.
up to the loft almost every morning to let the stuffy indoor air blow out of my lungs. This morning, when I went to the loft again, Peter was there cleaning up. He was done quickly, and while I was sitting at my favorite spot on the floor, he came over too.
Uh-oh.
The two of us looked at the beautiful blue of the sky, at the bare chestnut tree with little drops glistening on its branches, at the seagulls and other birds that seemed made of silver in the sunlight, and all of that moved and touched both of us, so that we could no longer speak.
This is interesting. She speaks, or she writes in a real flowery way.
That is the difficult thing these days. Ideals, dreams, lovely expectations barely rise up before being struck down by the most horrible of realities, and so destroyed completely. I see how the world is gradually being transformed into a wasteland. More and more loudly, I hear the incoming thunder that will kill us too. I feel the suffering of millions of people, and still, when I look at the sky, I think that all this will finally turn out for the good. That this hardness too will stop. That calm and peace will return to the world order. In the meantime, I must keep my ideals high and dry. In the days that are coming, I may actually be able to carry them out.
Yeah, this is definitely got modern parallels, doesn't it? Oh, boy.
On the morning of the 4th of August, 1944, the hope Anne is holding on to is suddenly all lost.
Rubable says,
The hiding
have
place
you
is
ever
discovered,
dropped your
and
controllers?
police barge into
I
the annex,
notice you're an
arresting everyone.
anti-strapper.
Uh-oh. No, I've never dropped a controller. It's come close.
The group is transferred to Auschwitz, and men and women are separated upon arrival. After 2 months, Anne and her sister Margot are transferred to Bergen-Belsen. The living circumstances in the camp are horrific.
Satomi I says,
And in February
what's the first VR
1945,
game I should try
Anne
on
and Margot
PC?
both die from illness and exhaustion, 2 months before the camp is liberated. Of the entire group, only Otto Frank survives the camps. When he returns to the Netherlands, he finds the annex completely ransacked. Most of Anne's writings, however,
Chris
had been
Richardson
safeguarded
says,
after the
horror
raid
show.
by one of the helpers, Miep Gies. When it becomes clear that Anne has died, they are handed over to Otto. Upon discovering Anne wanted to publish a book about her experiences, he decides to fulfill her wish. In 1952, Diary of a Young Girl is published in English. It will become one of the most read books in the world, translated into more than 70 languages.
Satomi I says, F.
Yeah.
N0 Kernel W0LF says, Ars Technica hated the new apparently less accurate controllers. Do you feel this too?
Take your questions in a second. Fucking hell.
Wolfgang says, Trump 2020 sucks.
damn it.
Aylin Kara says, how do you feel after this experience?
Furious. As a father of 3 kids. It's terrible. You know, we live in this in this veil of belief that things are going to turn out okay. This this optimistic blanket. And when you see a story like that, and it just cuts you. Stuff should not happen. Feck. Okay. Yeah, sorry. That's hard. That's particularly hard. I know, like I was so looking forward to doing like an upbeat show and stuff, but bloody hell, man.
Arcanian VR says, now you need to play something cheery.
Yeah, any requests, please. Go ahead. Particularly if I haven't touched it before. It just makes me so upset that kind of thing has happened. Just ever. And that's not long ago. That's recent. And it just, kicks me in the ass, you know. Septimal, this is a 64 gig headset. Well, thanks to everybody for, hanging with me on this and stuff. Someone asked about the controllers tracking.
Or shoot some Nazis.
So, so the controller tracking I tried in Beat Saber, I did lose 1 beat on, and it wasn't even like expert difficulty. I don't know if the tracking is worse. I haven't really felt it. That was the one thing. I haven't done a lot of high-speed stuff, but so far it feels like Quest
Nazis
tracking.
Can feck off.
Yeah, Chris, I'm with you on that. And it's hard to believe that there's still people around that believe that stuff. Like, it's unfathomable to me that you can look at anybody and be like, we don't need those people. I don't know. I haven't put those... it just blows, man. It just blows. All right, let's try until you fall, because I need to kill something. For the longest time, I've taken solace in... I remember it was originally like Counter-Strike. Like, I'd go online and there was just something nice about that.
How about some Wolfenstein?
Well, no, Wolf, please, anytime. You can't get your timing perfect. No one expects you to. Don't blow up lamps. Don't play like Zim in a small space. All right. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Press and hold. Go standing. Required to be quick on your feet. I don't remember that menu system. Oh, it's very colorful. Now, I've played this on desktop, and I wanted to see what it was like being in the freedom of Questamundo. And we're going to see how it goes. Do you go for the middle? Do you go for the right? Or do you go for the left? I always go for the left. That's what I do. Vignetting? Feck no. Right-handed, please. We all know the lefties are trying to take over the world. We're beating them back.
Wake up, champion.
Karen's a lefty. Wake up,
Our
champion.
city lies in ruin.
Rubable
In its
says,
place,
are the colours
monsters and
vivid in the
twisted
Quest 2
spirits
or
now
feel a
thrive.
little flat?
What you see is what I see. Okay? They're vivid.
Stop this madness.
Are they as vivid as Quest? I think the original Quest feels like a little bit subdued, like a little dark. The original Quest is better blacks, but because of the fidelity in the resolution, it's better. The one thing you get with Quest 2 is a little bit of ghosting. A little bit of ghosting. So like the text that's in front of me both hold grips. If I look up like this,
Ola says you can definitely see,
I see like a copy stretch out.
It's a good port.
You definitely see the lower poly models, but as a whole, it's a good port. Oh, yeah. Shoot! Shoot! Huh.
Troy says, how noticeable are the blacks in headset? They look distractingly grey.
Like, I don't, like, that black looks black, right? What? This, so far, when it comes... Oh. So you have specific strikes and stuff. Now hang on, am I moving? So basically it's like a quick time movement game.
Odin the Odious says, block with one hand and strike with the other maybe.
So you can flash forward, that's good.
The unraveled will show no
How does it compare to Reverb? I haven't done the G2. Yeah. The G2 people actually, like, they quoted me because I wanted a G2, but they made it seem like I had a G2. They didn't send me a G2. I okayed it because I was like, guys, it's a little misleading. And they're like, no, that's fine. And I'm like, all right, you go ahead. So wait, what am I doing? Okay. Come on. So these guys are really cool looking. So far, this is good. This gets really nasty, though. Reach out. Shard of Vitality. I mean, like, the fidelity in the visuals and stuff is solid. And again, like I was saying, there's no, like, the nice thing is there's no blur or whatever. This is like just a sharp model. It might be low poly model, but it's like everything's sharp. It's not aliased. It just looks good. So you go level to level. You get the music, all that kind of stuff. If you have any other questions, please just fire away. M in front of your message if you want to say it. Follow the example of others. M messages can only be sent once every 5 seconds. But yeah, this is pretty cool. Again, I'm not going to play it for a long time. I'm just doing like sample testing. Sample testing? Whatever. Teasers. Step.
Great job, champion.
Oh! Yes! They do go against each other. How's the fast movement picking up? Hopefully well. So far. Hey, how's it going, Welsh? Do you play PC VR games via Wi-Fi or Quest games?
Wolfgang says, do you play more PC VR games via Wi-Fi or Quest games?
About 50-50 for me. What is this?
Choose wisely.
Shard of Guile. What's this one? Either. So you get to pick as you go, like what you want to get, because this is a roguelite. So it means you can kind of
strike them down.
Wide strikes.
Troy says, this game feels like Dead Cells VR.
The cool thing is, like, you really do feel
Switch
quite
System
badass.
says,
I gotta try
might be a good
Sairento.
game to play outside at dusk.
Oh, it might be good to play outside.
Remember,
Definitely.
wider swings.
Remember, wider swings. You're not listening to the tutorials in wide swings. Whoa! Whoa! Height! Height! But some of the enemies in this get really nasty. Like what we're fighting right now, just zombies. Easy. Later, nasty. What is this? Player bonus. Dash impact. Combo limit. Maximum health crystals. Hell yes.
N0 Colonel W0LF says, Sairento please.
Show these creatures
Never
what
seen
you
this
can
in
do.
action. You
What's the
can
difference between the
somersault.
Oculus Quest and Oculus Go? I don't know the numbers, but I can tell you it
Wolfgang
goes from
says,
being...
Can you use the Quest outside when there is no summer sun?
Yeah, you can, Wolfgang, you can. Like I play in the forest sometimes, or in a field at dusk or something. You can definitely do that. Yeah, totally. It's fucking cool. Like, I'm gonna tell you this, and I keep saying it, but... Like... But, like, Quest is fantastic. This is by the people from... the same people who did I Expect You to Die. Wah! Munchkin Land!
Well done.
Yeah. But compared to a Go, like the screen, it just doesn't feel like there's a screen there anymore. That's it. Things are just so
Google
nice.
says, you were about to say something on difference between Go and Q2.
Restores up to 5 health crystals. Aether, please. That's like money. I need my money. And again, we'll do this for like another 5 minutes, then we'll pop to the next game. If you have something you want me to try, give me a shout. There's a few things I said I would do. Like I think Red Matter, people were saying they wanted to see or give my reactions to. Tracking as well is important. So far, tracking's been brilliant. I'm only one situation with difficult lighting did I have a single movement loss in Beat Saber where the controller like blipped on me. And that was today, and it was kind of in funky sunlight, so... I mean, the room had funny sunlight. Not that I was playing in the sun! That would not be smart! Yeah.
Magnificent.
Whew.
Robo says, will Quest 2 replace your Go for media use or is it still too heavy?
No, the Quest 2 will replace my Go, I think. What I'll actually end up doing is I'll probably use the Go.
Red Matter would be a treat to see.
If this is... Sairento, please show off the movement system. Okay, cool. I have to download it though, because I don't think I have it.
Without technical review, Definite seems to be an outlier.
You know, it's super hot as well. The Ars Technica review, I don't agree with at all. I love Ars Technica. I've followed them since like 2002 or something, or 2005. Ages. Uh-oh, what's happening now? Oh shit. What's happening? What's with this shit? I don't remember this! Uh-oh, big fecker. Wait, what's he gonna do? Oh, bollocks. This is the first boss, isn't it?
It's too soon. We're not ready for this.
Oh, shit.
Aaron Swain says, what games would you recommend to get once I first the Quest 2?
Fuck! Run! Ah!
I got you.
What the heck? Oh, that is the first boss. They flash you at him, and then you see it later, and he fecks you up later. He fucks you up like proper. You like work so hard to get there, and then he just drops on you, and you're like, I'm not
Now
ready.
you see why I have restored you. Rokar is no more.
I don't see
Should that creature continue unabated, its corruption will unravel reality. When you are ready,
wait,
return to
hang
the
on.
surface and
Wait a second. Why are you vignetting me? Why did you forget my vignetting setting? That was a bug.
Elin Kara says, red matter us.
Red matter. Okay. I'm not going to play this very much. Tracking loss warnings. When you're turned away. Blah blah blah. Tracking loss protection when enabled. If you turn away from your calibrated forward for too long, the game will pause to help you reorient. Okay. Everything else seems pretty good. Resume. I'm just gonna look at the stuff here.
destroy that creature.
Oh shit! Didn't know there were bad guys in here. Hey. Oh, it's a tester. Tester creature. Duh. Oops. And then you've got these different difficulty keystones, and you can like choose to use them. They're really cool. So you have different things. Like that's difficulty, super challenging, and then you've got this one, which is relentless, and then that's probably space for some ultimate thing. But see if I push it, it actually behaves against the mesh. It's cool, like that. All right, now here, I'm supposed to get enough ether or something so that I can unlock the upgrades. Like you can get all kinds of different weapons and stuff. But yeah, that's that game. Anyway. That's Until You Fall. Cool. Cool game by Shell Games. Love it. Right, how much power we got? 34%. Right. We said we would do... I actually want to try Holopoint real quick. I'm just going to hit Holopoint because I haven't done Holopoint in a while. We're just going to try it. It doesn't look pretty, but we're going to just try it.
Stuart445 says, good evening, old man Zim.
Good evening, sir. I haven't played this in ages, and I just wanted to see what it's like. You're basically in a dojo, and you shoot. Oh, wow. Okay, it does look a lot better than the game used to look. I take it back. It's not as basic as it was. What kind of bow is this? It's like a compound bow. Didn't it used to be a normal bow? Start at 1. Now, this game is nasty. I'm just going to go until I die, because I will die. Oh. I forgot you're supposed to duck. Okay.
Stuart445 says, so 30 seconds then.
You can see my Guardian triggering because it knows. It's different because it's more dojo-esque. I actually kind of prefer the first. You really got to move your head out of the way. Oh, they help you out with the lights. Oh, I'm fucking dead here now. This is not an easy game.
Troy says, how's the tracking behind your back when drawing the bow?
This is Holopoint. Ah! You only can take 2 hits to the dome and then you're dead. Wait, 4. Okay. Nearly there. It's interesting. They've got trails on the arrows and stuff. Okay, wave 5. We unlocked. Because you get to wave 6, you're good. Ah! Shit! This is so much easier on Quest. Remember I used to get tangled up in the Vive cord? Shit. When I die, game's over. It will be soon. There's 30 levels of this. And it just keeps getting harder. Does it feel like a pro device or does it feel cheaper? No, I would say pro device. It's in... Oh shit.
445 says, watch you don't bang your head on something.
What the heck is that? What the hell are these? This is not the levels that I remember. You have to pop them in the air? What the fuck? That's insane. Oh, but they don't shoot at you. Shit. Oh god. Feckin' hell. Shit, give me that bow. Why is it not pulling? What's going on? Why can't I pull it? Feck, I lost. Namaste. Don't know why you fecked up and...
445 says, is this one of the games we used to get loads of points from?
This is, yeah. Okay, I like that conversion.
Says, you picked it up upside down.
Oh, god damn. That was a lot. That was a lot. Okay, hang on. Let me get some water and then we can continue after that. Oh, shit.
Troy says, how's the tracking when pulling the bow back?
The tracking was fine. Tracking was fine. I'd say the bow model isn't as good as like the Vive, what was that Vive experience? The one with the bow, the archery in the box, the line, what's it fucking called? Can't remember. The lab. Thank you, Troy. Oh my god.
Says, on unboxing you weren't sure on foam insert, is it worse than Quest 1?
Is it worse than Quest 1? No, it's better. It's more dense foam. Shonist, it will fit in the Quest 1 case if you have... So it'll actually fit... I'm going to show you something here now. Let's answer that question, because I know lots of people are interested in that answer. So give me a second here. Hopefully that didn't feck up the audio, but if it did, it did. Okay, this is a Go case. I'm going to leave that on me. I'll bring the Quest case over to... Okay, Quest case. So I'll show you the two. Keyboard. Be gone with you. All right. This is the Oculus Go case. Okay? Just to show you an example. Okay, Oculus Go case. This is what it was originally designed for. Oculus Go, soft strap, fits in, Oculus Go case. Controller, pops in there. It shuts nicely, zips up, right? So, now how does the Quest 2 compare? Bum, 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 bum. Okay, Quest 2. Quest 2, if you only have the soft strap, and say you're going to go on a plane because, you know, it's the year 2019 and everyone's still flying around, this actually fits. Now, it'll fit, let me see, I think it fits a controller. Let me see. So you can actually do the one-handed experience with the soft strap in the Go controller, and then you put that somewhere else, okay? So the Go is very good. Anything lol. I know it's 2020. Of course it's 2020. Unless you're watching this as a rerun, in which case maybe it's 2024 and Zim's still doing VR. Okay, so that's just showing you what fits into the Go case. Now, if you want to fit the full assembly, put this over here. If you want to fit the full assembly into the Oculus Quest case, you better not have the Elite strap, as far as I know. I don't have the Elite strap yet, but I don't think it's going to fit in here. So here's the Oculus Quest and controllers, okay? Now the problem with these controllers, they nestle, or the benefit, they nestle together a lot more easily than the new ones. Now, if you take this flap and you take like an X-Acto knife, and I'm not going to do this because I don't want to wreck it just yet, but if you have a Quest case you can take this flange and just cut back there and pop that out, and then you can fit it in. I'll show you what I mean. So you can take these guys, stick them together. They'll sit in there just nicely, okay? And then you have your headset, and it goes in, no problem. There's actually loads of room in here now. You could have an extra battery or whatever else. But again, this flap needs to come out, and you can see that fits just nicely. No problem. That'll close, no issue. So that's your answer on the Quest case. There you go. Okay. Thank you, anything. Appreciate it. Okay. Run away. Yeah. They don't fit on the controller space. You cut it out. They'll fit right in. Save yourself the money if you're selling on your Quest. Keeping your Quest.
Chris Richardson says, are you as down on the soft strap as Mike?
No, I'm not. Not at all. This strap, to me, is like the Go strap. It's easy on the back of the head. You can lie down on, even on a hard surface like the ground here. I will demonstrate. I did it a little bit earlier, but I'll demonstrate again. So I can stick this on, and it is nice and comfortable when I lie down. I can roll a little bit. There's little plastic knobs I thought would maybe kick into the back of my head. They actually don't, which is nice. I could lie there and watch Netflix or whatever, no problem. Again, there's a problem with like gaming from a hospital bed as an example, because they don't like changing the horizon for games, right? Let me just demonstrate that. So if I come down here, I can do web browsing stuff, because I can get this here, and then I can be like, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to go and watch, where's the browser? Browser? Good app. Okay. Oh, good. Go to YouTube.
Carl says, screen is not showing Atom.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was demonstrating something different. Forgot I wanted to show you. Okay, so let me just do that again. So if I'm sitting down and I recenter there, right? I've got this. Go accept. Pause that. Why I'm going to Twitch, I don't know. That's fine. Let's go back. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. So if I lie down, right? And I want to, what did I just do? Shit, that might have screwed the audio. Just give me a second, all right? And I can recenter this if I wanted like this. I could browse stuff, but you can't game this way for most games, and that's the problem. So just be aware of that. Yeah, I definitely crunched something when I lied down. I've got a whole mess of cables and things behind me, so that's the way. But hopefully that answers a question if you've got it for what is there in terms of lying down and stuff like that. That's a stiff neck waiting to happen. Not really, it's fine. So like the back of this strap is, I'll just show you here. All right, the back of this strap, see there? Like this is actually enough that it doesn't end up hitting the back of the headset. And actually this strap has been totally comfortable for me for the duration of gameplay. I don't have an issue with the strap. Actually, I think that these headphones that I use, Sennheiser HD BT 450s, which have a nice little flush cable that comes in. Like, I think that the combination of these two things just works really, really well. So if you're really looking for a headset that works well at the Quest, I did cover it off. There's even it in white, and it looks freaking badass. I've been begging the wife that maybe I would get one. But it's the third edition of the headset, and it's like, I can't justify that. All right, now where the fuck is that hole? Sorry, I'm trying to find that. It's there somewhere. There? Hole? Plug. There we go. Okay, better. So, I said I would talk a little bit about streaming.
Saucy says, any idea when multiple user accounts will be implemented?
When multiple user accounts? I have no idea. Yeah, that's probably not a question for me, man, to be honest. All right, there we go. Okay. That is not the right controller. It's the left controller of the Quest, even. Okay, so Holopoint Until You Fall, Anne Frank, Audica, Rez, done that stuff. I said I would touch red matter. We'll do red matter next, just for a little bit. You've been saving up for if you're gonna do it. Can you see the back part of the menu by walking? Good question. Let's try. Boop ba-doop boop boom. Yes, you can, and it's backwards. There you go. The answer that you always wanted to know.
Chris
answered
Richardson
right here
says,
on
do
Zim
you
VR
have
Live.
concerns about hard bits on straps scratching the lens tucked in the case?
Do you have concerns about the hard bits on the strap scratching the lens tucked in the case? No. No, they're not. They seem fine. Chris. Yeah. I would definitely put the headset in a case. Like the lenses really jet out. They look like binocular lenses. Like they pop up more than any other VR headset that I've had. And therefore a little bit more exposed. So for me, putting this thing in a case or some kind of protective container, not just in your sock drawer or something, man, this is like really good looking.
What if you stand on your head? Will the menu be upside down?
If you stand on your head, yeah, menu's upside down. Why are my hands in the ground? Come back to me. That's fucking weird. Why are their hands on the ground? But Matter devs, you need to answer this. Why? All right, what are we doing? 25%. And these are like the little battery things you can see. Okay, here we go. Red matter. Oh, that's why, because I wasn't in the app.
Owner Cars says, cause you're in the dash.
Yeah. I realized it now. New game. Okay, it's looking very sharp. The lighting is really cool.
Perhaps you're under the impression that the war is
Arcadian
over.
VR says, what happens if you do a backflip?
All right, quick
The game
backflip.
has changed,
Ready?
But the match isn't over as long as the
Set.
pieces are able to move.
Whoa! Actually, I have that.
We have defeated them.
I've done a combat roll.
You didn't stand on your head. Damn, you're getting wise to me now.
In our institutions,
Moses, thanks for joining.
stripping us of our secrets. Rockets once aimed toward the sky.
This game is a lot like the original like Half-Life and stuff. It's crazy. Can't wait, Juan Pablo. Juan Pablo.
You will
¿Qué
travel to Rita, one of Saturn's moons,
445 says,
to explore
what
an
if you
abandoned
stand
science
there
facility
naked?
belonging to our enemies.
Hold up a mirror to it. Haven't tried that.
Your mission
But I did
to infiltrate
walk
the
in front of.
complex,
I have a big
uncover the
bedroom
secrets of
mirror
their research,
because I'm kinky
and
like that, and I like to
transmit
look at
them to
myself when I'm shagging. That's not true, but the
You
people
will
before us
travel under
installed it,
hibernation in a space
so we use it on occasion, and it didn't screw the headset, so it was all right.
Agent Epsilon.
Thank you. Please bypass
Good
the
luck.
intro. Please bypass the intro. Let's get on to the actual experience now.
GTGT
Please.
says, hello Zim. Is
Approaching
it worth
real
selling
lunar
the
orbit.
Q1 for
Awakening
300
Agent
Canadian dollars and getting the Q2?
GT, absolutely. My advice is very simple.
Handshaking 3,
Sell your original Quest.
1.
Even if you have to wait for it,
Do you read me?
get the Quest 2 now. This headset is going to do you for a while.
Just a moment,
It's
something's
awesome.
wrong, sir.
And it-
We're encountering some
Again,
problems
what I'm
with
seeing,
capital on
you're
reality.
seeing. This is directly streamed from the headset. This is
I
not
don't
enhanced.
believe you kinkies
Engaging
in.
This looks
emergency
incredible.
landing protocol. Hurry!
Shit! I knew I shouldn't be a cosmonaut.
Anything LOL says, is the 64 gigabytes enough?
Push that button! What's happening? Wait, what's happening? Is the 64 gigabyte enough? If you're going to install 30 games or less, yes. If you want...
Agent Epsilon, do you
Fucking
copy?
hell, it does look a lot better.
Epsilon, can you hear me?
Wow. Okay. The lighting is just like PCVR lighting.
The title of this video
Epsilon,
is
if you
the
can
most
hear me, we
pointless
need to
ever.
reboot
It's
the
shut
suit
more
systems.
space.
Look at your hand and press the highlighted
Thank you,
button.
Courteous. There's a reason not. There's a reason not. Because the options that they give you aren't very good. Honestly, I think for the average gamer, I would have said if you're going to use the device for a couple of years, like say 2 years before you were to upgrade it.
Chris Richardson
I think
says,
64 is a
I'm
bit
stuck
tight.
in this game in a room with a mini sculpture and a
I'm getting
conference
something from the
room.
suit. It's alive. Epsilon made it.
Because I've had, you know,
Epsilon, looks like your
I've had the
comm
lower
system is
level,
down. We can't
like
hear you.
Oculus
I'm gonna
Go,
need you to give us your
the
location.
Quest in both variants. They had 64,
Look for any
128 on
signs that might help
Quest.
to pinpoint your position.
128 I was really
They'll be
thankful
written in
for.
Bulgarian, so you're going to need your translator unit.
I think
When you
256 is
find
kind of
the sign,
overkill, to be
just
honest.
point at it and
Anything
pull the
LOL
trigger.
says, should I update from the Oculus CV1 to this?
From CV1 to this, 100%. If you skip the
Look
Rift
for any
S,
signs that might help to
100%.
pinpoint your position.
Yeah.
They'll be written in Bulgarian, so you're going to need your translator unit.
I'm not going to spend too long on this, but the data.
Shit. Looks like the language index isn't working. The translator must have gotten damaged.
This game is incredible, by the way.
Alright.
I love this game.
I need you to reload the Bulgarian basic language data drive so we can
The beginning
translate
isn't
that
very
sign.
good.
You'll probably have to look around for it. It should be close.
Oh, it's there.
To turn faster, move the right stick to either side.
It's a data disk. Wait, hang on a second here. Wait a second. We're not doing that. Controls, accessibility. Turn smooth, please. Smooth locomotion on. Seated mode off. Attract objects. Turn blinders off. There we go. Don't want any of that stuff. The lighting in this environment is really nice. I got to play Red Matter before anybody else did. It was great.
Basic language data
GTGT
drive
says,
so we can
is this
translate that
comparable
sign.
to the Rift
You'll
S
probably
even
have
as
to look around
PC is
for
your
it.
main?
It should be close.
It is better than Rift S. Yeah, it's better than Rift S. The resolution is 20% better. Maybe more. Maybe
All right.
more.
I need you to reload the Bulgarian basic language data drive so we can translate
Welsh
that sign.
Saucy says,
You'll probably
annoying
have to
that
look around
smooth
for it.
isn't default
It should be
option.
close.
I've got the data drive. What do you want me to do? Maybe I
All
wasn't.
right. I need you to reload the Bulgarian basic language data drive so we can translate that sign. You'll probably have to look around for it.
Right.
It should be close.
Data drive.
Robo says, point at it I think.
Point at it. Oh, right, of course. Bye.
All right. The data drive's been uploaded. Now try to scan that sign again for me.
That wasn't obvious.
Got it and got you. Looks like you're pretty close to the
GTGT
facility
says,
we're looking for.
awesome, now I can't sell my Rift S because
You
of
can cycle
Q2.
through the suit's tools linked to your left hand and select the icon for whatever tool you want by moving the stick.
Now you can't sell your Rift S because of Quest 2?
Listen, you can cycle through the suit's tools linked to your left hand and select the icon for whatever tool you want by moving the stick.
Yes, my little friends. I love the little micro sounds they
Troy
do with this
says,
game as well.
would you get the Quest 2 or
You
the
can cycle
Virtual
through
Boy?
the suit's tools linked to your left hand.
I'd go for a
icon
Virtual
whatever
Boy,
tool you want
just so
by
I could
moving the stick.
smash it into pieces. And then I'd get a Quest 2 afterwards. It's funny. Look at this ring.
You can cycle through the suit's tools linked to your left hand and select the
That's
icon
CV
for whatever
that's
tool you want
CV1.
by moving the stick.
It's fine. No problem. Okay. That's fine. Do I have a light?
To move around out here, you're going to need to use the thrusters on the suit. Let's see if they're working. Use the navigation system to search for a landing position by moving the stick forward. Once you've found somewhere to... Excellent. All systems operating at full power.
So you can just... You can kind of...
We need you to
boost.
find that facility, enter the underground complex, and locate those documents for us.
Wow.
We must have that information sent back to us, Agent.
This is as good as... This is probably better than when I played it on PC. Just in terms of... I mean, some of the textures look great. You can tell. Look at that. They really do a great job opening this game. Because you come in here and you're just
Our
like,
records indicate
whoa.
this site was abandoned in a hurry. Be careful, Agent.
And then, of course, you get the whole, like, sign thing where you can just, like... Be proud, Valgravian. You opened the path to the stars from Earth. Be very proud. Thanks for joining, by the way, everybody. If you want to help me out, Tell a friend. Simple as that. All right. Word of mouth, best thing ever. If you like the show, I do these often. I'm going to try to do a stream every night. Okay? I'm going to try to do a stream every night this week in the run-up to Quest. You remember when I did a bunch of... I used to cover like all the Quest games? I'm going to try and do that. Oh, you can hold that down.
Scanner can be used not only
and
to
kind of
translate text,
walk
but
naturally.
to analyze objects as well.
So you can hold that down. Oh, did you see that tracking? Watch. Oh, wait. No. Hasn't lost it. No, seems like okay. Nope, didn't lose it. It lost it there initially for a little bit. But that's nice. But then you can like be like, hop me up there. You know what? Big jump. And then I think you can hold it to go faster if you feel comfortable. And then you can do the little... Open the Bulgarian door.
Stuart445 says, Mega Stream Weeks in. You're trying to attract Stu 2.0, aren't you?
Mega Stream Week. Yeah, it's not quite Mega Stream Week because I would have taken the time off for Mega Stream Week back in the
Good job,
day.
Agent Epsilon. We're inside. Now we're going to have to find a way into the underground complex.
All right.
The information we're looking for should be there.
I think I just got the 20% battery issue. Or
Someone sabotaged the opening mechanism. It seems they were trying to keep anyone from leaving or entering this place.
how dare they sabotage it? Oh, it's low gravity. Forget about that. So I won't go any further. Let's do something else. Okay. As I said, I'm just trying to do a couple of things.
Just got the Valve Index on Saturday. Pre-ordered the Q2 and the G2. Still.
Holy shit.
Chris Richardson says, what's the 20% battery issues in?
It just tells me, so I'm at 15%.
Stuart445 says, no Mega Stream Week then. So you're stuck with the original Stuart445 then.
I am. I'm stuck with you, my man. Stuck with you. All right, let's do what's I did not cover last time. What were we going to do? Robo Recall, someone wanted me to see, and Sairento. So I'll try to hit those two because we haven't touched them. But I'm just kind of doing random things. If you want me to cover something off particularly, let me know. I'll do it tomorrow. Okay? This is a special week. I'm not changing my normal schedule. I'm just trying to do all kinds of stuff.
You didn't cover VR Paradise last time.
Ah, VR Paradise! Yeah, that's matured a fair bit. I could cover that sometime. Probably not on YouTube, though. Last time... Okay, wow.
Wolfgang says, 360 YouTube videos.
Wow, that's all like super sharp.
L says, subscribed.
Holy cow. That seems like it might be a little loud. Seems okay. Alright, let's just go. The trouble is, when you get a new headset, is you have to play through the intro for everything.
_.gacha says, howdy.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled program when blimps attack to bring you this emergency announcement.
Emergency.
We have reports of a disturbance in the downtown area and are getting word that the Robo Ready Corporation has issued the following press release.
Love those guys.
Your trusted friends at Robo Ready want to reassure you that the rumors you've heard are very likely exaggerated.
I trust them.
There is nothing to fear.
Honestly, Robo Recall did not look good when I first played it.
Been verified by any reputable source.
And this looks way better.
Destroying property, but it's equally possible that they are simply carrying out one of our many urban renewal programs. They are almost certainly not running amok.
I'd like to run amok.
You are likely almost entirely safe. We stake our reputation on it.
Excuse me.
There you have it. Hold on a moment. Unconfirmed sources are telling us that the malfunction may be spreading to Tal 9s in other parts of the city. In response, Robo Ready may be issuing a citywide
Chris
recall.
Richardson says, 72
Until the recallers
Hz or
have the
90
situation
Hz.
under control, the one thing you absolutely must do
There's no casting lag. Hi, boys. I'll demonstrate for you in a second, right? There's no casting lag. Yeah. So it looks like Quest 2 could perhaps be challenging PSVR
Welcome,
for
Agent
graphical quality on
34,
some titles.
And congratulations on your promotion to the ranks for Robo-Ready
The
Recall
thing is that-
Specialist. My name is Dolores, and I'm your artificial
I can't compare this to
intelligence
PSVR.
deputy. I'm here to help you excel at Robo-Ready.
I compare this to Rift S. I know what you mean by some of the...
arrived at your state-of-the-art
It's not there
Robo-Ready
yet, right?
work facility.
Not quite. In terms of
Let's get started.
what the chip can
Tilt
do.
the thumbstick forward to aim the
Stuart
beam at the
445
location. Nice
says,
job,
surely Quest
Agent.
2 is better
You can
than
also change
PSVR.
which way you're facing when you teleport. As
Quest 2 is way
before,
better.
Tilt and hold the thumbstick to aim the
Way
beam.
better.
As before, tilt and
This is-
hold
this
the
is not-
thumbstick to aim as before. Now rotate the
Okay,
thumbstick
fine, I'm
to
listening.
change your facing direction. Once facing the correct direction, release the thumbstick. When teleporting, rotate the thumbstick to set which way you will be facing.
I gotta get...
Notice this Now observe that the product has multiple white rings. Anything with multiple white rings can be torn apart. Excellent work. Always keep an eye out for multiple white rings when you're holding something. Next up, you can teleport around the office to see all of the state-of-the-art Robo resources now at your disposal. Go ahead, try it.
Okay. They want me to teleport. I mean, again, this game is that way. Let's go here. Guns.
Whenever a Robo-Ready product displays any sort of defect, such as memory leak, power surge, or homicide, our Robo-Ready recall specialists leap into
Homicide.
action.
Dev here. 90 Hertz is already available for
Great
devs
work.
in
When you're
Unity.
ready,
Yeah, but they're
teleport to
locking
the
it.
objective marker.
They're gonna cap it, is what they've said.
Just move the thumbstick until the blue target. Welcome to weapons training. Now for a little target practice. We're teleporting pistols to the holsters at your hips.
Okay.
Every time you draw a pistol, Robo-Ready supply team receives a requisition request. They will teleport new pistols to you as soon as possible. So check your holsters often. Now you're armed. Just squeeze the trigger to shoot.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, like this, it feels good. I think if you owned a Quest, you'd be totally fine with these games. I always felt like Quest was like a little bit too low. Like it was just, didn't have enough power. I feel way better now.
GT says, can never play this cause of teleport.
Agent
Hate
34.
teleport.
We are getting reports.
Too
It's-
bad no free
in the
locus.
city
It's still worth
where
playing. I know
multiple
teleport's a bit
Robo-Ready products
annoying.
have gone rogue. Please note, product defects are always the result of user error. Robo-Ready, not responsible. It's time to test your recall skills in the field. Please hold for teleport.
Hold for teleport. Hold for teleport. Hold for teleport. Teleport hold. Oh. All the menus look really solid. It still has little blips and beeps, but it's way smoother than the other port was.
Welcome to the city center, Agent 34.
All right, now you get to see what the
Robo-Ready
game's
needs you
actually
to
about.
investigate the malfunctioning products.
Arcanian VR says, how has this game aged in your opinion, Zim?
Again, teleport is the number one thing.
Incoming.
It is still fun. The comedy in it is really
Evaluate
good.
your performance by your score, which you can see here. This is your multiplier.
This is your score.
Collect chips to increase your multiplier.
Those
and
are in a good
drastically
place.
Increase your score.
I really do feel like Quest 2 gives a really
says,
breath of life to
how
certain
is the
things.
controller vibrations to
Shoot them,
Q1.
Agent 30. Move up the alley.
Anything LOL says, how noticeable is the 72HZ over 90HZ?
Agent, more crawlers.
It's not noticeable to me. Usually you
Push your
just...
way up the alley.
Who's that? Oh, is this the of me?
GT says, how is the controller vibrations to Q1?
Give me a
Uh-oh, they're coming at me.
Agent, you can grab and throw bullets.
robot heaven. I see it.
Bullet time.
I was just getting started. Ow, ow, ow. The screen. It burns.
Oh, not very good at throwing those.
Not good, not good. Is this the
Move
end?
to the intersection, Agent 34.
So this is like how the game goes. Now it gets really interesting later, but the beginning is just kind of simple.
Ow. It burns.
Agent, we're teleporting weapons to your back holsters. Reach over your shoulders and grab your new shotguns.
Service with a smile.
And you can just like keep.
Not good, not good. Oh, robot heaven.
So you're just having fun.
Agent 34, can you clear this area?
I can clear it, no problem. And you end up in the city hopping around.
Philip. I'm going to integrate to your environment.
Agent 34, are you receiving transmissions from an AI calling itself Philip? Please disregard anything this AI says. It is an older, erratic model scheduled for shutdown.
She's so sweet.
Uh-oh.
Tries to hide it, but I can tell.
While you were busy recalling, we have an uptick of rogue robots in this hotspot. We'll need you to recall as many as you can, quickly.
Recall 10 or more bots in 2 minutes. Okay? That shouldn't be a problem.
3, 2, 1.
We'll finish this and then we'll jump to another thing.
Unit 445 says, Email give me 2 pounds for your quest 1.
Make two.
Come on!
Oh yeah!
You're just throwing guns away the whole time.
90 seconds left.
We did it.
A promotion. Power down.
Shit!
With the
It
said,
low
the
power.
pistols look more fun than shotguns.
Power down.
This is kind of fun. It is what it is. Yeah, Robo Recall is kind of fun.
Give me a hug.
Daisy, give me a hug? What? Oh, I almost.
Ow, ow, ow. Is this the end of me?
How much time do I got? So you have a minimum to.
30 seconds left.
Fight not again. I was just getting started. Not too far right on. Take two.
I think we're almost there.
That'll teach him.
Robot heaven.
Only 10 more seconds.
So you can like get up top in places. Look at that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You met the recalling criteria.
Not good. Daisy.
Oh, the kneecap.
Then they all run away for some reason. And I think we just
The
keep.
objective.
Where's the objective? Oh, it wants me to go over there. We'll just check that out and then we'll hop to another game. As I said, we're going until the battery dies. So that's as far as we go.
Stuart 445 says, have you
Look out,
sold your
Agent.
Vive?
Robo Ready doesn't think you're ready to deal with that quite yet. Let's return to the office. Teleporting you now.
I think we did okay. But that's Robo Recall. Kind of old now, but still fun. Like if you're
Back
into
in
that
your
type. It's kind of short.
top-of-the-line office with court-ordered minimum safety standards. You're
Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now, We are down to 4%. Not much left. What did we say? We said we'd do Sairento. Okay. Sairento for 4% battery. I didn't sell my Vive yet. I mean to, yeah, I mean to very soon. The battery better than the Go. The battery is, remember, it's driving more CPU. Overall, it's better than the Go, but in terms of the amount of time you get, it's basically on par with Quest, I would say. It's 2 hours is what you get game time. I mean, you can measure the stream, right? So I started at 100% or close to it, high 90s.
I'll give you 50 pence for the Vive.
But look, you see what I mean about lag? Like, there isn't any. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, left, right, up, down, height. Okay. Yeah, I didn't talk about streaming it, but I'll talk very briefly about it once the battery dies. We'll just do a little gameplay and then be done. Have you tried Walkabout Golf yet? Not yet. Well, tomorrow we'll do Walkabout, okay? And if you wanted to play together, we could. If you've got it. I think you were saying you've had it. Fun. Press all the red squares to continue. What was the point of that? Room rotation off. Enable 180. Okay. On. Continue. Oh, this is like, make sure you can do what you want to do. Menu button to bring up the wrist menu. Check your objective. Complete the training sim. Thanks. This game looks quite aliased. You're equipped with swords. Ha! Ha! Ha!
Zero Journal W0 says, no lag is fab. I had bad lag for Quest 1 and Generation 1 Chromecast.
No lag's fab. I had a bad lag for Quest and Generation. Well, I've got a website that tells about how the method that I use. So if you want to use my method, you can. It's convoluted as all hell. And I've stayed with it because I put a lot of time into it. I will push the new files for Quest 2 as well. And I'll link them in the video or something before Quest 2 comes out. So give me a week or something to get that stuff together. There's a lot I need to do. So these look cool. These look really cool. I never like when they start games off in like a pixelated environment because it's like, show me what the game's capable of, please. Okay, use grip over your holster to grab a pistol. Boom! Take that.
Is Minecraft in the Quest 2?
Adjusted grip for guns. No, that's pretty good. That's fine. Reload method default. Auto reload off. Reload. Oh no. I think it died. I think it died a terrible death. That's a shame. What a pity. What a pity. All right, cool. Those are the headphones that I'm using. You can get those in white, and they are awesome. They really couple well, and I wouldn't push it. I wouldn't like say it, but they really do work well, and they do great like audio immersion, and for like 100 and something, fantastic. Really fantastic. Okay, let's take this baby off and just talk a little bit about how we stream from this. So I was going to talk about that. So we ran out of battery. That was, yeah, that was just a flat 2 hours, I suppose, in terms of play. Has anyone tried the battery swap?
Says, did you back VR ears?
No, I didn't back VR ears. I don't need it. I don't need it. I like my headphone solution. You know, I'm not kind of interested in that myself, Chris. But yeah, so the strap, totally comfortable. Doesn't, now it might just be me. Doesn't, oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful thing that it's done to my hair. Thank you. I take it back. Strap 1 out of 10. No, it screws up hair. Doesn't rest on my ears because that would be annoying as hell. The strap along the back, comfortable to rest on, which is nice. It is soft. I've seen several people complain about, you know, its cleanliness. In other words, after grabbing it a while, it'll get dirty. Hasn't looked dirty for me yet. I've had the Quest for 4 days. So as long as you're careful, you wash your hands, you know, all that kind of thing. But it is white and it will get muggy. How you clean it, I'd be interested. I bet you pop this off. I think you can take all of this off. You could probably throw it through the wash because the plastic bits just snap off. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm not brave enough for that. So, as I said, soft strap, really pliable, just like the Go strap. I'm totally happy with it. And then, well, the comment I made on the F Reality podcast this weekend is that if the Elite strap wasn't an option, I don't think you'd notice the difference. You know what I mean? Like, I think you wouldn't be begging for an Elite strap. You'd just be like, oh, that's just the strap the headset comes with. And it's okay. It's basically on par with the Go for me right now. Maybe slightly below, but only because for ladies with ponytails, you appreciated having like the diamond pattern on the back. Sorry, no, just like not diamond, but this opening in the back. You could pop hair through there, like if you had long hair, and it would help mount it on the head. But in comparison, this is definitely heavier. Smaller looking device, looks way better, in my opinion, between the two. Like smaller footprint. Looks less like a 1990s computer solution and more like a modern day headset. The plastic on it is a nice quality finish. I really like that. And in order to stream it, I use an application called Screen Copy. Now, Screen Copy is wonderful because I was on Oculus and Screen Copy devs for like the longest time trying to figure out how we could get it to not do a horizontal tear. They've fixed it in software, which is why the stream looks so good. Now, tonight I streamed, the first night I streamed it at 8 megabit per second throughput rate on a 5 gigahertz network. Tonight I did double that. So I went
Robo says, Mick killed.
And that's why we have another mic standing by at the ready. Oh yeah. Right, thank you. So what I was saying was, what was I saying? I am so bad at short-term memory. I know the mic was dead.
Makaji says, Mick dead.
I got it. I like it that you're all like talking about this stuff. It's good. So right, this week I am going to be doing a Quest 2 stream, kill the battery, so 2-hour stream basically, every single night this week. My normal shows are not that. You can see it up over there. I haven't fixed this yet, but over there, usually I'm Thursdays and Sundays.
Says, I upgraded to the 256 because I am lazy with uninstalling stuff.
And that's exactly it, Bax. How you doing, buddy? The 256 for me is definitely the right choice. But if you can only get the 64, like $299 or whatever it is for you, like for us it was £299 because Brexit. Yeah, such a good headset. It's like, this is my new baby. Like, I love my Rift S. I mean, I've got loads of headsets, right? Too many. But if I look at the Oculus set,
is it possible to charge more than it's draining to keep it on forever?
I don't know. I haven't tried yet. I don't tend to like to have like batteries on my head at the same time. But if we were to look at, let's say, the kind of full ecosystem of Rift currently, this is what I'm going to tell you. Okay, I'm just going to talk about the 4 headsets real quick and what I think they're good for or not good for, just to kind of do a quick comparison, okay, between these. So, what would I right now, 4 days into Quest 2 ownership, use the Quest 2 for? Pretty much everything. PCVR, I'm still going to use my Rift S because it's easy, it doesn't have a battery, and we just, like generally, I don't have to worry about charging it, but the screen isn't as good on this as it is on Quest 2. Quest 2's screen is my favorite VR headset experience, all-rounder right now. Even with the Index. This has less lens reflections than the Index, and that's why I like it as an all-rounder solution. I haven't tested Oculus Link, so I can't recommend straight up this for tethered PC gaming. When I say to get the Quest 2, it would be to use virtual desktop to access your content over a 5 gigahertz connection, because that feels great and it works fantastically. It's really, really good. Very low latency. You don't notice it. It's fantastic. Love it. Go. I still use this to this day as a media device. It sits there by the side when I want to watch television. Usually my kids are on the TV or something, so I'll grab this, sit down on the TV. I can still see their stuff. I put on my Sennheisers. These are the Sennheiser BT 450 HD. They're fantastic. I got subtle noise canceling, and the headband, which is a little uncomfortable just to wear for music's sake, because of all of these headbands giving you that little bit of extra cushion, no matter the one you use it with. Well, except for Rift S, I don't use it with that. Perfect pairing, in my opinion. So if you're looking for headphones that are rugged, you can throw around and have a great little connection. I did a video on these guys, so look out for that. I go into detail. It's like 18 minutes of me talking about it, so it's a long one. Quest, I think, is dead for me. I think the Quest I will never use anymore. I'm going to give that to my kids, actually, now. That's a 128 model. I also have a 64 gig model that my wife uses. That's a 64 gig model of Quest 2, and I think that's pretty good. That will do for a lot of people. For a lot of people who only install like 30 games, right? Let's say 30 games at an average size of 500 to 700 megabytes. That'll do really well. Install Saints and Sinners, you're taking up like a third to a fourth of the capacity of the headset, because you get about 40 gigabytes free. So when you're looking at install sizes, 45 gigabytes is roughly what you get. There are some mega games coming for Quest 2. I think they are going to get bigger with time. So if you buy the 64 gig now, it'll last you probably a year before you go, okay, I got to start uninstalling stuff, and this is a pain in the ass. Uninstalling stuff is easy, actually. It's not a problem. The issue is if you have save games and things that are locked on the device, that becomes the problem. So those are the things you got to kind of watch out for. Go media consumption device. I'll still be using it between these because this is probably more my gaming headset now, and this will be my primary headset. This is going to be my media consumption device.
Chris
Rift S will still be
says,
desktop for racing.
What if they port Asgard's Wrath?
If they port Asgard's Wrath, then God forbid they actually put that on Quest 2. They'll eat the whole goddamn drive that's in there, I think. I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah, if you have any other questions. Who's going up? What? Who's going to host the podcast from now on then? Oh, because Mike died. Cute. Very cute. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen, so sorry. I did actually change the batteries out. If anyone's looking for rechargeable batteries, by the way, I know we talk about this a lot, but where are we here? Oh, yeah. And a loop. Oh, you can't see that because there's no light there. Okay, feck it. Go here. Is there light here? Can you see that? Yeah, and the loop batteries, they're fantastic. There you go. Yeah, these are amazing. Don't necessarily go for the high charge ones. The white ones are the best because you get lots and lots of recycled charges. You go for the higher capacity, then you don't get as much longevity. But those are fantastic. I've been running those for like 3 years. Really good. That's probably it for tonight, to be honest. I really appreciate it. Thanking everybody for coming along. I won't drag it out. As I said, we're going to do this every night. I'll try to do it around 9 o'clock, but it'll be random start times because these aren't my standard show. So just keep an eye out for an event, and we'll show you everything that you want to know about Quest. Any requests for tomorrow that I can line up for you before we go do anything else? So it should be like 9 to 10 UK time. So it'll be 4 or 5 o'clock Eastern if you're trying to catch me from the States. Yeah. Is your third party...
Is your third-party cables working? My anchor cable that used to work no longer works.
So I'm going to try two things. The Oculus Quest 1 came with a nice long cable. I should show you the length of the cable that came with Quest 2 because it's a joke. All right, hang on. Yeah. Like, you're not going to be able to play with this thing. This is it. That's the cable. That's the cable that came with Quest 2. Okay? Charger, cable, that's it. That's the length. I can't even jump rope with this thing. I mean, I could barely, but I could floss. You know, this would be like...
GT says, does the Q1 to Q2 controllers feel different?
There you go. There's the length. Q1 to Q2 controllers definitely feel different. They are better. They are improved. The battery door is better. Basically everything about them is better ergonomically. There's nothing I don't like about them. They're easier to drop down. They've got better balance. These ones always felt like they wanted to like tip over. Your hand spacing is better.
Says, gotta make that scratch on the $80 link cable.
Yeah. Well, the link cable, again, it's a fiber optic cable, so fair enough. The price they're charging for that stuff is not inexpensive to manufacture. I'm wondering how much mileage I'll get on the link cable, and I might give that a shot at some stage. Okay, so no promises. One thing I was going to ask you all, because I'm always curious, because I'm just playing around with like the scene setup here. So as I said, I use screen copy to give you that image, right? And then what I was thinking was maybe I'll push this to the side and I just have that like on the side of the image and then have chat above me and me in the corner. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll just rearrange the stream and all that stuff so we don't have the overlap and things. But I kind of like if I'm watching on television, and hands up those who are watching on TV, I kind of like having the image in the center as opposed to the side. So I'll toy with that and we'll see how it goes. What storage should you get? My frank opinion, there's two reasons why getting the 256 gig makes sense. I do think that 64 is going to be too light for this. 64 was fine for Quest, and that was generally what I recommended. I think it's too shy. I think they should have gone for 128 and 256 because I think that, again, the texture sizes on games are going to be becoming bigger. I have already filled this up. This has about 40 installations on it, and you only get about 40 to 45 gig worth of space on a 64. So just because of the percentage of the operating system files being like, what will we say, 1 in 6 of the space, then I would recommend the 256. I know it's more money. I know it's substantially more money. It's another third added onto the price tag. I still think that in the headset you're getting bigger
system size is gonna grow. Curious how much the original did.
It wasn't huge. Actually, since the original, since the original Quest launched, I would say that the file sizes have gone from being like a maximum of maybe 2 gig to like 4 gig in terms of the install size for games. So they've kind of, at the max, doubled. But I don't see games that are 6 or 8 or 10 or anything like that on Quest. Not at the moment. Not from what I've installed. Go was tiny. The games were tiny on Go, and you really didn't need anything more. Any Go player doesn't need more than a 32 gig.
Great job today, Zim.
Yeah.
Looking forward to more streams. Always a thumbs up.
You're welcome. Thank you. But as I said, like anything that you want, just let me know. What else have we got? The system files were 11.5 gigabytes. Are you going to buy the Oculus 2 battery strap?
Says,
I'm not.
What aspect of the Quest 2 most excites you about its future?
Good question. That's a really good question. Rebubble. Thanks. What excites me most about its future? It excites me that finally this is a headset. I mean, compare the look and feel of these things, right? Like, look at this, right? Hey.
Chris Richardson says,
You want to put this on?
Office.
No, I swear. It's my geeky sweat, but do you want to try Beat Saber? Or, this svelte looking little thing. It's just so like, it's not scary to put on. Look at it. Look at the look of it. It looks so friendly. That's what I like about it, is the number of people, ladies, who are going to actually try this now. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, I'll give it a shot. It looks friendly. That's the thing. That's what I like about it. A lot of gamers are like, oh, I want my black and red, but it looks really awesome. Even the Oculus logo, you can almost not see it. So it just looks like a vanilla headset. And that's what I love about it. I love it's just like a vanilla headset. You can just
Chris Richardson
super
says,
easy.
is that default interface foam?
This is default interface foam. Yeah. This is, let me show it to you as close as I can. Now I did an unboxing, right, where I showed it a little bit better, but that's what it looks like. There it looks more clothy. It is a little bit like the original Vive. It's a dense foam sponge, but it isn't as spongy as like the original CV1. If you sweated heavily into this and squeezed it, I think you'd get a drop of sweat out of it. Whereas like the CV1, I remember you get several drops out of it, you know? This is a denser foam. I definitely want VR cover for this. I have VR cover on all of my devices, and I love using them. They're just so handy. So yeah, that is the deal.
Arcanian VR says, how are you getting on with the T-Flight Hot Ass X in Squadrons?
The T-Flight is great. By the way, if you don't already get on with this stuff, these guys are amazing. Get this stuff, right? You get a little pack of it. It's blue tack. It's
Revolver says, how's the
buy
light
that.
leakage?
Light leakage is totally fine. The nose interface you can check here, and then maybe compare it to Quest. Yeah, in terms of the size, it's very similar to Quest, light leakage wise. The Quest I'd say is slightly more light leakage. I don't know why. This is like maybe a little bit.
Chris Richardson says, did you have any dead zone issues with Hot Ass?
A little bit tighter. I had dead zone issues with Hot Ass, incredibly so at the beginning of Squadrons. It felt like I was like trying to turn the boat, and the boat was like, not wanting to turn. Field of view compared to the Quest is basically the same. It might be a tiny bit wider field of view.
Says, how is the microphone?
The microphone on the Quest 2, I haven't experienced it in a great amount of detail. The one thing I would say is if you use it open,
VR says,
okay.
Will blue tack help with that clicky noise it makes?
Blue tab help with a clicky noise?
Chris Richardson says, what did you do to fix dead zone?
To fix the dead zone, you ramp up your so you take your sensitivity, ramp it to 100%, and all the dead zone stuff you drop it to 0. And that for me was good enough. I think they can do better, and there is a patch coming. So I wouldn't worry too much, Chris. It'll come in the next week, we heard from EA. Microphone on Quest 2, just to answer that. So there is still if you leave this open and you use the sidebar audio, you will hear the Zorb noise. If you've used the Quest 1 or played with Quest users, you'll know it. It goes Zorb, 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 right? And what that is the feedback loop between the noise cancellation between the speakers in this broadcasting and the microphone picking it up. Carmack even commented on it, and they said they haven't got a fix for it yet. So Quest 2 does have that problem, which is why I recommend everybody use earphones or use headphones. I really think that the headphone drive on this is great. The other thing that's great about headphones I didn't mention, these can now get uncomfortably loud with this headset. The Quest got pulled back due to audio distortion early on. Some of you won't remember it. I would say they dropped the overall volume output through software on the Quest from 100% to 70%. And then they did some software trickery, and then they brought it back up to 80. It's never been a loud headset. It's always been I can hear just about enough at like the 9th or 10th bar out of 10. This guy at the 6th or 7th bar out of 10, there's not 10 bars, but I'm just giving an example. It's great. Really great. Quest 2 or Reverb 2 right now, and specifically because of the controllers and the ability to be wireless and tetherless with virtual desktop, I would absolutely pick Quest 2 if you have to pick a single headset. If you've got 2 headsets and enough money, and you're like me, a sim, flyer, racer, all that kind of stuff, the only headset that I would consider for simming would actually be the G2. I want a G2. If I can afford it, I want to get a G2. I want it to be my daily driver in the simming world. So racing, flying, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. I think you'll be sticking with default strap. You seem to like it a lot more than most others. I am getting
Chris
the Elite
Richardson
strap.
says, did you upgrade your router to Wi-Fi 6?
I've not upgraded my router to Wi-Fi 6. Not yet. I will, probably at some stage. And I will probably hold off for that until we move. Wi-Fi 5 gigahertz is sufficient for me. I don't have a pressing need to get away from it. If I'm in this room or the room over, it's fantastic. I can't tell I'm not on my Rift S in terms of latency. There's just no discernible latency. On 2.4 gigahertz, any room in the house,
Sedgwick says,
I
moving?
noticed the latency. I don't know when I'm moving yet, Sedgwick. Unfortunately, I just, we don't have a fixed date. I've been trying to move for 3 years, so COVID's not helping. That's all I can say. Does it pick up a mic from your headphones, like the Arctic Pro Wireless? Revolver, as far as I know, no. I don't think it has TRRS support, but I haven't tested that myself. So I can't say for sure. I can say that the experimental Bluetooth at the moment between the Quest 2 and this guy. So Quest 2 and a sub pack, right? So you can get your sub pack on, you put it into Bluetooth mode, you get the Bluetooth experimental mode on here going, and they're talking wirelessly. That introduces probably the best part of half a second of delay, maybe less than that. I'm being harsh.
Chris Richardson
says, not good.
Wi-Fi 6 is supposed to reduce battery use on compatible devices. Okay, thanks, Chris. That's helpful. That's good to know. I definitely will consider it. So I do think that, my impression of the Quest 2 at the moment is just that it's the best all-round headset that I've ever used. It's that simple. Facebook sent me this for free, so got to call that out, right? But for those of you who tune into the podcast, I'm not there. I'm not in their pocket until the end of the world or whatever. These are just my opinions. I have been an Oculus fan for a long time. From my reviews, for those who check it, you can go to reviews.zentalk5.com if you'd like to know what my opinions are on any of the titles that I've played. They are very much my opinions. Okay, that didn't really work, did it? Let me do that. That's the website. And if you would like to know how to stream with the Oculus Quest 2, I will be releasing my config files. I'm currently just going through making sure that they're perfect. I'm testing them stream to stream. I'm making little tweaks and refinements. Once I get it great, make it easy for you out of the box to stream, then I'm happy to show you. I have a site. I'm not proud of the website. I had to abandon it because of COVID, and because I've got a new baby now, we've got my third kid. There's enough strains on my time that I'm probably not going to be able to do the other articles. If it's something you're really interested in and there's a specific article you want to see me do, let me know. Those are available over at zentalk5.com/VR. Look at the article for Quest if you want to see how to stream with this guy. In short, very simply, the way I get this scene to work is this is 3 layers. So there's a background layer, the middle layer, which is screen copy and output from this device. As I said, I'm doing a connection wirelessly to my PC, 5 gigahertz. I disable 2.4 gigahertz to make sure it doesn't go on that, because then it would lag and it doesn't look great. It's not a huge lag, but it is a noticeable lag if you're watching a stream. And then the front layer is actually this kind of cutout overlay, right? So that's the background. Then you've got the Quest image, which disappears when the battery's dead. And then you've got this masking layer. And I apply a shadow on the sides. I talk about this on my website to give it this kind of lovely look. I have the templates for that available. You can download them. The downloads on the site are unfortunately giving problems, but if you go into the code, if you do view source and you find the code, you can actually download them that way. So sorry, it's a bit RC. I haven't been able to fix it. Beat Saber Quest 2 versus PC VR. Minty, it's a difficult question. I'm not a Beat Saber nut. I know there's a lot of people who are, so I'm probably not the best qualified to answer your question. I will say that Beat Saber has been totally fine for me. The freedom, now that they have the 360 mode, and remember, multiplayer Beat Saber is coming. Multiplayer Beat Saber is going to be super fun. I don't know how they solved it. They've been really tight-lipped about how the whole thing works. So I think that they've got something interesting that is beyond what Synth Riders has for multiplayer, which is really just I'm playing a track and can hear your audio. At the end, you can see each other standing there. They probably implemented something where there's a ghost standing by you, or you can see someone else. I don't know how they did it.
Richardson says, another reason keeping your old Quest is a good thing.
Keeping your old Quest is a good thing. Well, we've got 4 quests in the house now, or almost. I've got my friendly. I've got these guys, I've got another quest, and then I've got another quest 2 coming. So I'm really looking forward to getting set up with that so I can give this one with not too many games and stuff on it to my wife and have my own and go at it. The controllers are fantastic. I love the dual tone. I think that they did a great job with that. When they start to allow customization...
Beat Saber multiplayer I meant.
Oh, Beat Saber. Okay, yeah. Beat Saber multiplayer. Well, it's okay. I already have the 2 quests. And I will be doing co-op streams with Karen again at some stage. I can't promise when that's going to be. It's a complicated setup. It's a feckin' complicated setup. And even before we had the baby, we had... it would take me like an hour and a half to configure the stream, get everything right, everything charged, balanced, audio right, video right, green screening in 2 different rooms, wireless networking between the 2 rooms, audio balanced. Like, it is not easy. And then I'd get her time for 45 minutes, so it's like it wasn't worth it, and that's why I abandoned it. It's an absolutely cool thing to do, and I know you guys have all said to me who've watched those streams, you're like, Zim, when are we going to see the co-op streams with Karen again? It'll happen. I know the tech stack. No one else does it at the moment. And I'd love to do more. It's just the life circumstances. We don't have anyone else watching the kids. It's just Karen and me.
Chris Richardson says, very cool. Mr. Mrs. She was a fun partner with you.
Yeah, I miss her terribly. I know it sounds like she's dead and buried, but my wife's grand, and it's just about getting the time. She needs to, she needs to focus on the kid. She needs to focus on the baby. That's how we grow ourselves, our decent little human beings. So the good thing is that my daughter might be able to play with me, and that will just be a matter of timing. I could do it on a weekend, get her in Beat Saber or something, and we could do daddy and daughter streams. She's awesome. She's a really good gamer. Today she was writing books in Minecraft. She does all kinds of stuff. She does command line work, and she's 6, so it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. She pre-ordered it, and now I have to go make the decision about how I want to go along PC VR. I heard virtual desktop has gotten good. The thing is that I'm not sure I can trust my Wi-Fi. Minty, the good thing is you can actually buy a router to do that for you and do the heavy lifting. So that's what I would recommend. You just like hold off for that stuff. Yeah. GT says I got the Valve Index Rift S sold. Quest sell, keep go, pre-ordered Quest 2 and G2, and now I will be eating from garbage cans for the next year. That's amazing. That's fucking amazing. Be letting my mom beat me at Beat Saber at Christmas. She can use the Quest 2 and I'll use Quest 1. Nice one, Odin. That's very good. Can we use this VR for flight simming effectively? In fact, for those who don't know, and I do have a video coming up on this, I've planned. I haven't recorded it yet, but I will show you because I've done the testing, and I'm just going to tell you this. I have played in the Oculus Go Squadrons, and it works grand. I have played Assetto Corsa sim racing car driving experience in the Oculus Go, and for $170 between this and virtual desktop, you get an hour out of it. Is it 45 minutes? I'm trying to remember how long you get. I think it's 45 minutes. But it's enough to have a good old bash and enjoy. It was an hour 45 minutes? It was more than 45 minutes, I'm sure. Let's say an hour now, but I've got a video on it, which is done very well for me. The Oculus Go, if you can pick this up for cheap, is a great device to use. And then the Quest 2 is just a leap beyond it in terms of all the things it can do. All that stuff. Only thing I'd say about using a 3DOF headset for a game where you can normally look around is
Chris
you are locked in
Richardson
place.
Says, no overheating problems, Zim.
On the go? No, generally not. I do have a small desk fan. I don't know if you guys can see that. I have a small desk fan here. It's just out of sight that I use. little USB device. I forget what's the manufacturer of that. Arctic Breeze. It's a USB fan. Got a little dial on it. You switch it off, and it's safe enough. You can put your hands in it and all that kind of stuff. So it gives a nice little breeze for me. It's also not loud. There's almost no sound. It's a very, very low level hum. So it's nice. I use that when I'm streaming just to get a little bit of air circulation in here. But it's Scotland, so it's not California. It's not hot or anything like that. Okay, I should probably wrap it. We've got one of these streams planned for every night. I can't be going super late. Thank you very much for joining me. This has been fantastic. Lots of fun. And what we'll do is we'll just get ourselves out of here. Enjoy yourselves. Have a great night. And I'll be seeing y'all soon. Tomorrow. Okay? About 9 or 10. Look out for more Quest 2 Zimmo streams. Have a good one. Now, get out of here. Go quest in a forest. Sell your quests. Quick, flog them. Well, they're still worth something. Get yourself a Quest 2. And tweet me at ZimTalk5. Tell me what you want. And we'll cover it tomorrow. Or the next day. Or the next day. Thanks for the subs. Appreciate the subs. All the support from our regular viewers. Be hyped. There's a good reason for it. Quest 2 next week, ladies and gentlemen. Quest 2 next week.